Evening, Luke. How's it going, mate? And evening to everybody in the chat as well. We are here for game week 10 of Championship Manager Fantasy Football. Have you had a good week, Luke?
Yeah, I've had a good week. Yeah, how have you been? You're probably having a nightmare with all this school and teacher stuff going on.
Yeah, I am a little bit. I don't know whether people are seeing the same thing I'm seeing, but you're a little bit out with your timings now, unfortunately. So I'm kind of hearing you, but yes, it's a little bit out. But I don't know whether Captain can help us with that a little bit. Yeah, people are saying there's a bit of an echo, unfortunately. Is that? I don't know whether we've got something open in the background. Is it? Have you got Skype open? I don't know. Yeah, very echoey. Is that because we've got two different things open? Two of us have got two different things open? I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. Captain will sort us out. We're trying this on Skype for the first time tonight because it was supposed to be helping to work it all out, and it looks like it's probably got a few kinks in it still, unfortunately.
Are we gonna continue, or are we gonna attempt the old hangouts again?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, people are saying mute YouTube. Has anybody got YouTube open? Hang on. It might be an issue with me. Let's carry on and see how we're getting on. So, Luke, yeah, you've had a good week then?
Yeah, it's all been good. Just been enjoying the old Twitter timeline. Everybody having a breakdown about their free hits going to shit.
Yeah. No, it's been a little bit like that, hasn't it? We've just got the Arsenal game on in the background, actually, haven't we?
Yeah. Final one. Hopefully, I can get out of this unscathed because I didn't press the free hit button.
Yeah. People are still saying it might not be very good. I'm not sure what Captain wants to do. Whether we just, people are still saying there's a bit of an echo. What do you think we ought to do, Captain, mate? Do you think we ought to try and go straight onto the Hangouts? I'm sure he will talk us through what he wants us to do. It won't take very long to quickly set us up again. Done. Right. Hopefully we're golden. Oh, is it going to start straight away, mate?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to go with yeah. Right, I think we're back. We're back, boys. Right, Luke, without any further ado, obviously, we've wasted 7 minutes. I don't know what this Captain guy does, honestly. All he does is to the detriment of the part of the stream, isn't it? Terrible. Can you talk us through the teams, mate?
Yeah, let's give it a go. If I'm not echoing, hopefully I'm not. Please let us know. Okay, so start off with Derby. We have Poom in goal. Lescott, Carbonari and Sigurdsson, Nicholson and Johnson are our wingbacks. Morris, Valakari and Oakley in midfield. Christie and Ravanelli up at top. Moving on to Watford. Atmatsidis, Ferrer, Galli, Vega, Robinson. Tessam and Petcobb on the wing. Vanassa. We're back. We are back.
We're back, mate. Go on, just start from the beginning, bud.
Start from the beginning?
Yeah.
What a bloody nightmare. All right. Let's start with Derby. All right. We have Poom in goal. Lescott, Carbonari, Sigurdsson, Nicholson, Johnson, Morris, Valakari, Oakley, Christie, Ravanelli. Watford, Atmatsidis, Ferrer, Galli, Vega, Robinson, Tessam, Vanassa, Pitcher, Petcobb, Helgeson and Smith. For Leicester, we have Walker, Sinclair, Elliott, Taggart, Delaney, McAnuff, Is it, Wise, Eady, Scowcroft and Sturridge. Aston Villa, Schmeichel, Mills, Melberg, Alpai, Barry, Hadji, Taylor, Hitzelsberger, Hendry, Dublin and Hell. Millwall, Tyler, Bircham, Dolan, Corrigan, McAnespie, Eiffel, McKinley, Cahill, Kinney, Savarese and Harris. Manchester United, Barthez, Phil Neville, Rocco Jr., Gary Neville, Sylvester, Chadwick, Keane, Veron, Georgic, Van Nistelrooy and York. Sunderland, Sullivan, Lawson, Issa, Tome, Gray, Teal, McCann, Ardley, Archer, Sibon and Phillips. Newcastle, Given, Barton, Marcelino, Matteo, Quinn, Dyer, Madison, Hughes, Robert, Shearer and Bellamy. Next tweet. Blackburn, Vesterveld, Curtis, Adams, Weatherall, Lasso, Dunn, Tugay, De Boer, Duff, Bent, Janssen. Arsenal, Holloway, Lauren, Campbell, Upson, Cole, Lundberg, Bassidas, Van Bronckhorst, Tikhonov, Jeffers, Henri. Ipswich, Serrani, McGreal, Bramble, Haridason, Tarico, Carrick, Roycer, Kumas, Holland, Pablo and Armstrong. Chelsea, Cudicini, Melchiot, Terry, Desai, Babiaro, Carbone, Lampard, Petit, Zenden, Forsell and Zola. Moving on to the next tweet. Leeds, Radaby, Jose Fernando, Ferdinand, Kelly, Singh, Baka, Kuehl, Keane, Viduka, Smith. Everton, Gerrard, Watson, Grimandi, Weir, Unsworth, GX at left back, McAteer, Gravison, Di Matteo, Ketsbayi and Ferguson. Liverpool, Dudek, Carragher, Hippier, Hencho, Risa, Schmeitzer, Murphy, Berger, Barnby, Owen, Fowler. Middlesbrough, Crossley, Atherton, Southgate, Pearce, Festa, Zepeda, Ince, Miller, Johnston, Rickard and Boxic. And the final tweet.
Storming through.
I've got to, mate. We ain't got time to kill. Nash, McNamara, Howie, Hurtado, McQuelkin, Svensson, Flitcroft, Horlock, Tiato, Huckabee, and Hayworth. Charlton, Swartzer, Clegg, Rufus, Aljo Free, Powell, Kinsella, Sean Davies, Hughes, Wilcox, Yule, Bartlett. Tottenham, we've got Totter in goal. King, Perry, Richards, Fortune, Ziga, Poyet, Davies, Wright Phillips, Everson, and Rebrov, no Selakovic. And finally, Bolton, Jaskalainen, DeVos, Hendry, Cooper, Southall, Gardner, Carrick, Sherwood, Fox, Pedersen, and Wallace. Boom, done.
Done. You're known for your speed, aren't you, mate?
That's it. That's what I'm all about.
I asked your missus. Anyway, evening to the guys in the chat as well. Finally, we managed to get on here properly. We tried a new thing this week, basically, where we're going to try and help my laptop out a little bit and give it a little less work to do. But in doing that, it's giving it more work to do because actually it didn't work very well. So there you go. That happens sometimes, doesn't it? But evening in the chat, let's have a little dip in there and see who is about. Got AD Tour in the chat, FPL Depression, our resident Eeyore. Eric Nez Onstad. Oh, I thought I could hear an echo then. Is that just me? FPL Cobbler. We've got Colm in the chat. Auto Reclose. And Auto Reclose, don't think I didn't notice you said bring back James in the chat earlier. James Street is asking, who the fudge is Jose Fernando? That is a good question. No idea who that is.
Agree.
Yeah. FPL JJ's in the chat. Mark Dorney. Mark Dorney's got Christie and Phillips Swan Song attacking returns, please. Yeah, I've got Christie up front this week as well. Calm Hayes is saying Luke's jersey lowdown, please. What jersey is it, mate? Is it a Mexico one?
Mexico 1998, yeah.
Nice. Any reason?
I just thought it was a bit groovy.
Good God. Such a hipster, aren't you, mate? Such a hipster. Yeah, it wasn't because you were born in Mexico in '98 then?
No, definitely not. I have absolutely no Mexican heritage whatsoever. I'm incredibly white.
Yeah. Although a lot of people are saying you've got a bit of a ginger tinge to your hair tonight.
Ginger tinge? No idea. Definitely not.
Ginger tinge. Not that we have anything against gingers on this, by the way. We don't want to start the next thing. Andy Martin, by the way, is saying that Leeds have Dortmund in 2 days, hence their rotation ahead of their Champions League game, which kind of makes sense. Connexon, good evening, lads, good evening. Stephen Hamilton. And yeah, like I said, Calm Hayes is in there as well. Anurag's in there too. And Luke, I mean, I was talking to you earlier and saying, have you had a good week? And I don't think many people were able to actually hear us. So have you had a good week this week, mate?
Yeah, no, my week's purely been enjoying everyone having their little meltdowns. You wild carded, didn't you? But a lot of people use the free hit and feel like they didn't gain much. But it's all relative, isn't it? If you were going to get 10 points and you've now got 45, you've gained 35 points. So just because
Yeah.
you didn't absolutely smash the average, don't worry about it. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly. No, I did wildcard, and it was I wildcarded because I didn't like my team, and I didn't like my team for the next like 4 or 5 weeks. So it was like, well, why am I hanging on to this team and hoping it does well, as opposed to wildcard into a team I think will do well in the next couple of weeks? And it's worked out okay so far. So yeah, I'm quite happy. And talking about our teams as well, we better bring up our Championship manager teams, hadn't we? So here they are. Look, from captain. God, that gap is just getting bigger and bigger, isn't it? So I had an awful week last week. I know you were saying you had an awful week, but it wasn't that bad in the end. I did not have a very good week, and I dropped down about 150 places, which it was just.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a bit mean, really. So I've gone big this week. I've even taken a hit to try and boost my rankings up a little bit. I've got Petkov and Christie in for Valakari and One Shot. So One Shot wasn't playing anyway, so I thought that was okay. And it's almost like a -2 rather than a -4. I think Petkov's probably going to be in my team for a little while now, and Christie looks like he's going to have a good week this week, hopefully. So I'm fairly happy with those transfers. Hopefully they turn out okay. Did you do anything this week?
I've now changed mine. I think that's old. I can't really see it very well. Do I have Petkov in there?
You do not.
Yeah, I've now taken a -8.
What?
Just literally half an hour before the deadline. I got
Right.
rid of Yule, Hughes, and Wally, and bought in Petkov, Izzet, and Christie. Because I realised my team was absolutely shite, so needed a few good players.
So we both sent captain our teams. You saw mine and went, oh, Petkov and Christie are good shouts, and then changed them after sending it to captain.
Have a look at your rank. Would I want to follow what you're doing?
I've
I
no
made
idea,
that
mate.
decision by myself, clearly not following you.
Even some people that aren't very good rank wise have good ideas, and you've obviously just fucking copied me. Disgusting. Do you know what? I looked at our teams then and thought, I like the fact I've got different players to you, and you just brought in Petkov and fucking Christie. Brilliant. Disgusting. Brilliant. So actually, we're cheering on the same bloody players again this week then. Except I'm playing Hughes, and you haven't got Yule now.
Yeah, you can't catch me if I have all the same players, mate.
Oh, there it is, look. There it is. I bet Izzet has a fucking stormer this week, doesn't he?
Be hilarious, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it'd be really, really funny. I'm glad I've got GX in my team still, though.
Oh, have you started GX?
Yeah, centre back, left back.
Centre back. He's left wing back this week. He's got a very attacking arrow. If that makes you feel better.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to play any of the other guys on my bench, to be fair.
No.
Kinney away to at home to United. Berg didn't even play. Garley. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll just see how it goes. Fuck it. I'm kind of shot in this game. Last week, wasn't it, when we came off, Disable said, Mo, we got to sort out your transfers.
No, if I hadn't made my moves, I had to start Unsworth away at Leeds, and I had to start Desai away at Ipswich, and I think I'm to be honest, I'm still playing Hughes for Charlton away. So yeah, it's I'm not particularly happy with the team, but I thought fuck it, I might as well enjoy the stream and get some players that might score a goal.
Yeah, exactly, and just copy me.
Well, and that.
So, Luke, Captain just said actually we've got some stats coming up. Is that because we've got stats waiting for you in your DMs, mate, or is that because they haven't been sent to you yet?
I shall have a look.
Lovely. Just have a quick nip into the chat while Luke's getting ready. Give us a shout when you're ready, mate. Eric Nezonstad says he was close to a -8 himself. So actually, yeah, thinking about it, so I'm on a -4, you're on a -8. That's pretty mad.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Adam Brown saying, can we see captain percentages? We will do in a bit. Auto-reclose mode has an expression towards Irons as if we watched their current Netflix show without him. Anthony Hobbs, crazy Sullivan playing and on your bench. He is, isn't he? Tell you what, captain's having a mare tonight, isn't he? He's in my team and he's on my bench. Needs shooting, that guy. terrible. He doesn't do anything really. This stream will be brilliant without him. Ben Baker, FPL captain. I'll just go, lads. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mo has an expression. We're so close to capping Viduka over Ruud van Nistelrooy, just not worth the risk. I was very close to capping Christie this week. I really fancied it. So, did you get Christie then?
Yeah, I've got Christie.
Right, he's just not in your team there. I get it. Right.
No, I've got Kevin Phillips captain though, so that's a bit of fun, isn't it?
Ooh.
Yeah.
I hate it. He's bound to score now, isn't he? Like I've lost all romanticism for this game now. It's dead to me.
Well, you said at the start you were never going to captain Van Nistelrooy when he was playing away, and he's playing away. I've gone for a home striker. You've not. I'm very disappointed in you.
All right, Mum. Have you got the stats for us, you twat?
I'll have a look. They weren't there a second ago.
We'll have a look again.
Will.
Poster points. Be ironic if captain put the wrong captain. Captain, I shouldn't be too bad to you, by the way, this week, because obviously I'm going to be relying on you quite a lot this week because you're my new pair in the Ryder Cup. I don't know whether he's got any Ryder Cup graphics for us to bring up. We've got some new pairs in our Ryder Cup. Your team is thrashing my team at the moment, even though my team has more points than your team overall, which I realise I shouldn't bring that argument up because basically that means we're losing because of what I do, picking the pairings.
That's true, actually, isn't it? Yeah. The only downside is you as a manager, which kind of, I mean, it's the story of your life as a fantasy manager, really.
Right, you got some stats for us, mate?
I do.
Rich P saying there's some huge tension between the hosts this week. There is. You decide whether it's aggressive or sexual. I'm not sure yet.
Could be both.
Could be. Usually is.
It's out of our system. Right. Ownership. Van Nistelrooy is up to 81.2%. Bloody hell. Jaskalainen 53, Petkov 36, Tome 32, Shearer 32, Hippier 31, Sylvester 31, Plume 30, Madison 29, Beckham 27. How the hell is Beckham still so highly owned? That's mental.
And Madison, has he done anything?
No, I don't think so. But they must be dead teams, surely.
Yeah, you'd think surely.
So. Wow, Van Nistelrooy 66, Shearer 6.8, Thierry Henry 6.8, Viduka 4, Veron 2.8, Phillips 2.6. Bloody hell, I'm a maverick. I'm an absolute maverick, mate. And Redgrove 1.1. Bloody hell, could you imagine if Phillips goes mad? How much fun would that be?
I won't lie. If he goes mad, I'm not going to be very happy. I might get James on the stream with you next week. I'm on tilt. I'm going to say that now. I'm on tilt.
Surely he can't. He can't go insane. That just can't be funny if he did that.
Captain's taken the teams away. Look, he's had enough of hearing me on tilt. Stephen Hamilton, I brought in Giggs and completely forgot we had the United team sheet as the leak. What an idiot.
No.
By the way, can we just say as well, anybody voting for the United leak, don't vote for the United League. Try and get the Leeds team. Try and get that. We need the different teams. I don't know how you feel about that, mate.
No, well, especially Andy and Luke continue to make the point. Well, for the last few weeks, that teams before they have a Champions League game midweek, especially a big game, tend to rotate a lot. And Andy had been making that point about Leeds, and obviously, we've seen it. Jose Fernando, whoever that geezer is playing. Singh's playing again, Smith's playing. If we'd seen that, there could have been a few exciting differentials. But, yeah, Man United was a strange one, especially away from home. They're not going to rotate too heavily. Weird.
Yeah, a bit weird. But that's, public vote. That's what you get. Public votes are always right. Look at Brexit. FPL JJ says, Mo, didn't you captain Phillips for a hat-trick last season when everyone else was on Ruud? It wasn't a hat-trick. It was 2 goals and an assist, wasn't it? And it was in a blank game week, I think. He was the only one that did something. Is that right?
I think it was 3 goals and an assist. I think it was 20 points. I think it was 20, yeah, and I think it was a Phillips was heavily captain that week though, so I don't know who Rude was playing. You certainly weren't at like a 2% captaincy. I think he was more like 20, 30. I think you certainly weren't a maverick.
See, you're not even going to give me that, Luke.
No, not at all.
FPL Captain says that Chadwick is now owned by 9% of managers.
Nice.
He's a good-looking lad. Duzatelli, that's a new name. I haven't seen that one before. Duzatelli in the house. Henningberg, however, is not. You are right, he is not. Johan Montin, evening lads. I'm with Irons on Phillips captain. Yeah, we'll see. There's only one other manager that's on Phillips captain, 2%. Ronarid 9, nah, don't want to make it easy for Heart owners. Let them suffer. That's true, actually. Yeah. But to be honest, though, if you're an active manager and you still own Heart, you must be glutton for punishment. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. AD Tour is asking, what is Veron's ownership?
I only have the top 10, 15 players here, and he wasn't in that list.
Yeah,
so
quite low.
Less than 25%.
Clean sheet wipeout is in the chat. He is saying, evening everyone. Luke was wondering who had a clean sheet wipeout then. But yeah, obviously, I think it's still 0-0 at the moment, isn't it? I could do with a 0-0. I'll take that. Or 1-0 with a Smith Rowe goal. Veron is 21% owned.
Oh. Yeah, that seems about right. He's very expensive, and obviously, given that so many own Rude, that's a lot of your budget. That's what, 25 million in 2 players. Yeah, it's a lot.
That's like 25% of your 100 mil budget.
It's good maths. It's quick maths.
Quick maths. Pep Talk is saying, I own Heart. By the way, if you ever want to know who to play, have a look at Pep Talk's bench every week. Because if you play the players that are on his bench, you're in for a haul. Honestly, did you see how many points he had on his bench last week?
Oh, yeah, no, it's stupid. And he's the same in FPL. He sent us a message, didn't he, for our pod saying, as Newcastle are definitely going to keep a clean sheet against Sheffield United, should I get Newcastle defenders on my free hit? We said, yeah, if you think they're going to keep a clean sheet. And they obviously didn't.
Bless him. Yeah, actually, it was worse than that. He said it was definitely going to be a 0-0, wasn't it? And it was like he was 50% right.
he was about 10 minutes away from being correct, but it's, as you say, he's our little Eeyore, so it had to go against him.
Bless him. No, he's not Eeyore. FPL Depression's Eeyore.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah. Poster points. How many ditched Stephen Hughes this week? I don't know. I think the transfers out will come up. I would have thought he would be a popular transfer out, if I'm honest. An away game against Sunderland, and he has not been performing recently.
I have transfers in and transfers out here.
Oh, lovely. Go on then, mate.
So transfers out, top ones were GX, Johnson, Hughes, Arca, Hegem and Wanchop. And transfers in, Chadwick, Christie, Petkov, Izzet, Zapata and Ryan Hughes. So three transfers I made were very near the top, so I'm a template bastard in this game, just like I am in every other fantasy game.
You're calling yourself a bloody maverick 5 minutes ago.
Well, to be fair, Phillips captain's quite nice, but not normally what I do. It's not very me, is it?
I'm so template. Oh, look at me, I'm a maverick. Oh yeah, but I am template. Yeah, but I'm a maverick.
I'm both.
FPL Cobbler, Eeyore. There's only one Eeyore, Luke.
Sorry, mate.
FPL Depression. People taking out Lord GX. Outrageous. I agree. He's in my team for the rest of the year. You need a utility man like that if you're going to win the league. Who else? There was someone else I saw. Oh, Pep Talk's giving us a bit of a laugh and emoji there. Look, good lad. He's got a good sense of humour. FPL Bernie Mac, I benched Hughes this week. He's got decent fixtures coming up. Yeah, I suppose it's always an 8 million midfielder benching him. I always worry about doing that.
Yeah, no, I can. To be honest, I think next week Kevin Phillips has Manchester United away. I think I'll be moving him on for Juan Pablo Angel, who's got 3 home games in a row. Yeah, and then I was thinking, if Hughes looks good in everybody's sims, then I can just get him back in with the money for a -4, whatever. It's fine.
Yeah, nice. Right. Let's have a look. The whistle has gone at 10 grounds around the country, and we are underway. Let's see where the chaos begins. I do believe it is Rob Pick on comms tonight, so they'll be dreadful.
To be fair, I actually do quite like Rob Pick's.
Do you?
As much as you give him the banter, I do like him. He's very good at the old comms.
All right. I'll give it to him. He's good at the comms. I don't like him, but the comms are good.
Oh, he's lovely.
Yeah, Andy Martin saying, give a massive shout out to the people behind the scenes again. We could do that every week. They're just fantastic. Like I said, all the comms, all the stuff Captain does, even though we give him shit. Luke does a hell of a lot behind the scenes as well. Don't you, Luke? No, disabled. Definitely, yeah, disabled does, obviously. There's so many more that we can name than we can name. But yeah, they're all absolutely excellent. So well done, Andy Martin, for bringing that up again as well. Patrick Lawson, for fuck's sake, forgot about ChampMan again. Really need to set a reminder on my phone. You do. It's literally the same time every single week. Eamon Fazeli, any beeps tonight, Mo? There should be.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there should be. I will keep an eye out and make sure they're happening.
No chaos in the first minute.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping for. FPL Bernie Mac, anyone better than Panda? Agreed, mate. Don't want that bloody Panda back on comms, do we?
Bless
him. He's a lovely guy, really. We just have a bit of banter with him. Robbie Butler.
He's very nice. He just doesn't like you.
That's true, actually. And it's only because I didn't pick him from a team. Didn't care that you didn't pick him.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's just because I'm more likeable.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what it is. Patrick Lawson, to be fair, it was on a Wednesday twice there recently, Mode.
It's true.
What, the deadline for ChampMan?
Yeah, Christmas.
Oh,
20th
yeah.
and 30th, wasn't it?
It's a blur, mate. It's a blur.
Yeah, true.
James Alapran, Colm, are you actually a pun bot? That's so close to being something rude there, isn't it? Pun bot. I call him many things, to be honest. Right, who are we going for first goal? It's been 3 minutes. We haven't got one yet. Who's going first?
No. I'm going to go for Sturridge for Leicester.
Interesting, I like that one. Blackburn 0, Arsenal 0. Almost an early goal for Blackburn as Janssen's free kick deceives everyone, but Ashley Cole does brilliantly to acrobatically hook the ball off the line. Close. You won't believe me, I was actually going to go for Matt Janssen for Blackburn.
Really?
Yeah, I'll change that now. I'm going to go with... is Sabarese playing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go for him, I think. Going to wipe out that clean sheet.
Okay, that's brave. I like it.
No one's going to fucking remember, mate. All right?
No, I said Akinbaye a few weeks ago, so... You
did. Oh, we got a few coming up in the chat now. Gary Smith says De Boer. Not a bad little shout, that one. Aratravo Audi says rude. Way to stick your neck out on the line. I like that. Stephen Hamilton sold Janssen this week as well. Chris Adventure says Chadwick. That would be lovely, wouldn't it? We do have our first goal and we were not correct. It is Man City 1, Charlton 0. Huckabee with the goal, Howarth with the assist. So Huckabee has the first goal of the evening. He's stealing One Shop's goals. I hate it.
It was so obvious. We all should have got Huckabee.
Fucking Huckabee. Lots of people saying Phillips, Angel, Rebrov. No, you're all wrong. It was Huckabee.
Oh, Phillips would have been lovely, wouldn't it? That would have been hilarious.
It would have been, wouldn't it? Would have been really funny. I own Phillips as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Christie would have been lovely, but then you copied my moves.
Yeah, but for a -4, so he's worthless to me.
I'll go with that.
Yeah.
Oh, Ed, ChampMan Fantasy Podcast, shouting Huckabee. Must have brought him in this week. A superb goal to open the game week. There seems little danger when Howarth knocks the ball down for Huckabee outside the box, but he let it bounce and hammers a half volley into the top corner. Andy Martin is saying that Howarth actually has great stats. Hashtag better than one shop.
Wasn't that Ed guy the one that got 14 returns last week?
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
He's now got a Huckabee.
Yeah, he seems to be doing okay at the moment.
That's mental. That is mental.
I know. David H, the Gillingham fan, just joined. Evening all. Eric Nez Onstad says, damn, Huckabee Viduka better show up today. Yeah, I sold him 2 weeks ago and I don't feel bad about doing it still. Connect son, having me on, common sense actually works this week. Huckabee. Yeah. Disable is saying that Huckabee was popular amongst simmers this week. Few got him in for a Charlton game.
Nice.
Yeah, it's so annoying that one shot was suspended. This was the week when we could have had a good week from him, but how it happens, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I think this is where we're gonna get left behind because we are certainly not simmers, are we? I tried first year when it was easy, but now it's I've got no idea how to sim a second season with Watford, Millwall, and City in the league. I've got no idea.
Yeah, you're really struggling, aren't you, mate? In 38th.
Oh no, but you know what I mean. I'm not going to be up there like I was last year.
I'm going to start giving you some proper shit on streams now, because my interest is waning because I'm doing so badly, and you're there going, oh yeah, I'm really struggling too. Yeah,
but I'm used to dizzy heights.
You're going to be dizzy in a minute. Your Mexico shirt on. Millwall 0, Man United 0. Almost an early goal from the champions from an unlikely source. Gary Neville controls the ball on the edge of the box and fires a low shot that is parried away well for a corner. Corf FPL's in the chat. Oi, oi, Corf. He's saying Simon Howarth, Cardiff legend.
And that used to be the Man United corner routine a lot back at this sort of point, didn't it? You know, Beckham with the outside of the foot to Scholes on the edge. Not normally Gary Neville, but
yeah, I know. He's it's such a shame that Scholes doesn't play in this game.
Yeah, he'd be another one that I'd want to get in my team purely because he was so good back in the day. Just a bit of nostalgia. I had Beckham and Owen whenever I could last season, even though they were useless.
Yeah. No, real shame. I think I brought Scholes in when it was it a blank game week, or it was wild card of the week after, and we had the United leak.
Yeah, I think it was a blank and had lots of injuries, so he was pretty much nailed.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure a wild card of the week after, so it was like a dead end team.
Yeah.
Slow again this week, isn't it? What's going on with these goals?
No, the only time there was bloody goal after goal after goal was when we were drinking when a goal went in.
Yeah, that's true, actually. Used them all up, didn't they?
We'd have barely been tipsy by the end of the stream with it this week and last week.
God, well, I reckon you'd have been a bit tipsy. As soon as that champers touches your lips, mate.
Champers.
FPL Bernie Mac is saying, is it a fluke that pretty much all the lads behind the scenes are in top 70 apart from Mode? No fluke whatsoever.
We aren't behind the scenes though, are we?
We have another goal. Leicester have gone 1-0 up on Aston Villa. Delaney with the goal. McAnuff with the assist. So Delaney has opened his account for the evening. I can only imagine that's probably going to be his last goal of the evening. But Leicester are 1-0 up on Aston Villa. Rob Pick, I just forgot to write the tweet. Sorry, boys. Yeah, I think we've had 3 tweets in the opening 10 minutes. Someone's put Palace off the bar. Did they just have an effort, did they?
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody put up the top. I can't remember what it was now. Sorry, I'm trying to keep track of the chat as well. Yeah, no, it's not a fluke. I'm just not very good at this game. I got lucky last year, came 50th. It won't happen again this year. Although I'm thinking about, just sliding a little bit of money over to Luke Disable. Don't know whether it won't work though. He's a steel trap, isn't he? So Leicester 1, Aston Villa 0. I'm not sure this is how you would expect a Damien Delaney goal to be. Alpay fouls McAnuff and Delaney decides to hammer home a free kick from 25 yards. Unstoppable.
This game's mental sometimes. I don't know how this stuff happens.
James Alapran. Rob Pick is writing these tweets live, and he types with 2 fingers. I don't know why. I had the image of him typing with 2 fingers like that.
Yeah.
Not like that. Rob Pick, I'm sinking down the ranks, but it isn't stopping a guy from asking me my moves and then copying them, not learning that I pay no attention. Is that you, Luke?
I don't think so. I don't talk to him about ChampMan. I don't know who that is. It's obviously not you.
It's not me.
No.
God. Yeah, what do you mean it's obviously not me?
Just because you wouldn't take advice from him.
It's fair. It's fair. Feelim2 says Delaney's nickname when he was at Hull City was the Jigsaw because he used to fall to pieces when he passed the halfway line. But Disable says that Delaney's actually got 19 for free kicks.
Yeah, I don't know what Delaney was doing in 2000, but I used to watch him a lot at Ipswich, and he was one of the slowest centre-backs I've ever seen. So, no idea what happened to him 10 years after this.
AD Tour says, am I the only one who has Delaney then? Yes, I can comfortably say you are probably the only one. Yeah, 163 transfers for Chadwick. Did you think about doing it?
No, and to be honest, the only reason I didn't was because I got burned by him last year. They did a team league the week I did a wild card, so it was like, 4.5 million, I'll get him in. And then it just kept, where I needed to sort out other fires in my team, I could never get that third Man United player because I had Chadwick sitting on the bench every week.
Yeah.
So I'm not wasting a spot on him.
That's literally why I didn't do it, because I didn't want to use up that space on somebody that could play once every 3 weeks and do well.
Yeah.
Whereas you could end up with that third United spot. Whereas actually, when you think about it, I rarely use that third United spot. It's so hard to pick a third player, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I don't disagree with anybody for doing it. It's just purely, we've all got it. There's some players we like in FPL, some we don't, and kind of when you've been burned by someone, you never go back, do you? I think there'll be a lot of Sterling owners or captainers from last night that'll probably be doing the same.
Yeah, just like that girl that made me buy that Lecky for her as well. Once you burn, you don't go back. She wouldn't have been able to burn me though. It's electric stove. We have a goal. Bolton are 1-0 up on Spurs. Ricardo Gardner with the goal. Sherwood with the assist. Ricardo Gardner, lovely little return for anybody that owns him. I know our man, Captain Andrew C, who was my partner for 3-4 weeks in the Ryder Cup, he owned Gardner, so hopefully he's kept hold of him for this week. Spurs just love conceding goals, don't they?
Yeah, no, you're not going to get many clean sheets out of Spurs anytime soon.
No.
I'd love to know how many they've had since we started playing this sim. Maybe 3 or 4. It's not many.
If that, yeah. Extended Their Losing says, who has been your biggest disappointment in ChampMan so far this year, Luke?
I think probably Hughes, because I bought him in just as he started to do absolutely fuck all. Yeah. He was banging goals in left, right, and centre.
Yeah, I'd probably go with the same. Him or Viduka for me. A third superb goal of the game week. Sherwood finds Gardner with a simple square pass. He drives on and unleashes a swerving shot that swings into the top corner at the near post. This game surely has goals in it.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah. Patrick Lawson. Gardner goes to check whether I started him or not. Looks like Captain did. My partner. Good pick there. Good pick. Rob Pick says, biggest disappointment, Bricky not having a 10-point game week yet. It's got to happen. Got to feel for our man Ferrell as well, haven't we?
Yeah, but what did he had?
Yeah, Sterling captain.
Yeah.
Maguire. Who?
He had Maguire and Reguilon, who both conceded, who both had their VAR goals taken away.
Goal at Watford are 1-0 up on Derby. Tommy Smith with the goal, Petkov with the assist. So Petkov has an early return of the evening. Tommy Smith has the goal. So Watford are 1-0 up on Derby. So there you go, mate. We've got our first return of the night. Take that.
Yeah, very, very nice. I think that's another one where there was a lot of goals in the Sims from what I've seen. You're probably looking at 3 or 4 goals, I think.
Yeah, looks good. And to be honest, Petkoff's one of those players, isn't he? He's almost like you could hold him most of the time, unless he goes on a really bad run, which
Yeah.
actually he did do. He went on a bad run of fixtures, didn't he, right at the beginning, and we both got rid of him. And then as soon as they turned good again, he was quality again, wasn't he?
Yeah, and we saw it in the infamous Sim that never was. He scored against Arsenal, didn't he? So, we know that he can literally score against anyone. It's kind of I'm keeping Wilson in FPL for the double game week because if Newcastle score a goal, it's probably going to be Wilson. It's the same for Petkov in this, isn't it?
Exactly. Clean sheet wipeout says that'll do nicely. Derby 0, Watford 1. Tough to keep Petkov quiet. He finds half a yard to deliver an excellent cross, and Tommy Smith does the rest, giving Poom no chance. FPL Cobblers mentioning Daphne, which I'm a bit surprised. I'm not sure why he's mentioning Daphne. I know there's a bit of a joke with Andy Martin and Luke and I about Daphne, and I don't know whether he's talking about that. You might need to ask Andy Martin about that. Yeah, Stephen Hamilton, I actually timed that one with a beep. I did it on purpose. Yeah, Petkov, lovely stuff. But obviously, Christie hasn't scored in that one yet. 16 minutes in, we're averaging 1 goal every 4 minutes at the moment. FPL Heskebo, that's not the right Smith. Goal, Man United are 1-0 up on Millwall. Goal scorer, Luke Chadwick. Assist, Veron. Chadwick has his goal of the evening. Veron with the assist, so United are 1-0 up.
What a terrible fucking goal. What a nightmare.
How much is he?
5 million.
I never thought about bringing him in.
No, I can't pretend that I was ever going anywhere near him. It's just annoying that everybody else did.
Yeah, look in the chat. Go on, look in the chat.
No one was doing this for bloody no one was doing this for Delaney.
Disgusting. Andy Martin's changed his name to Daphne Admirer. Anyway, will that open the floodgates? Veron knocks the ball down for Chadwick, and it's a beautiful finish from a beautiful man. Who brought him in? Come on, everybody in the chat, tell us if you brought Chadwick in. If you didn't, tell us why they're all simps that brought him in. Duzatelli, Craig Kemp is on the Christmas card list. Petkov last week, Chadders this week. Feel him too. Chadwick, you beauty. Stephen Hamilton, that's not gigs. James Street, Chadwick in for Wally.
Good move.
Michael Den 4, that's my 4th attacker return so far. Gardner, Chadwick, Veron and Petkov.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, Riyad Abbasi says United leak. To be fair, they asked for United leak. They found out Chadwick was playing and he scores.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's it's annoying that we got the Man United leak, but people have used it in the correct way. Fair play to them.
Exactly. Phelan did Zepeda to Chadwick for a 1-week punt. Fair enough. Daphne Admirer says always love the Man United leak. Zvonimir Boban says evening all, just joined. Is Irons pegged anybody yet?
No, not quite. Get another Chadwick goal. I might have to.
Yeah. Got another Chadwick goal and we just both lead the stream.
We've already done it twice so far. What's the third time? Fuck it.
Exactly. They didn't miss us much the first 2 times. Yeah. What is it? It's 0-0 at half time. Goal! Sunderland are 1-0 up on Newcastle. Kevin Phillips with the goal. Ardley with the assist. So Kevin Phillips has his first goal of the evening.
See. Oh, mate, I am absolutely massive.
I can't see it from here, so I wouldn't know, mate.
Oh, that's amazing. He's fuming. He is absolutely fuming.
Every week. It's got to happen one week where I'd have a good week.
Those 2 goals in a row. If there was any way to really piss you off, you've just done them.
What, Chadwick?
Well, yeah, because everybody else will.
It's a troll. I mean a goal. Ardley runs onto a loose ball and swings in a first-time cross. Phillips' movement is superb and he finds his finishing instincts to head home.
To head home. That's why I brought him in. I've got to captain him. He's great at headers.
I mean it, Luke. I'm on the edge.
I don't bloody blame you. It is ridiculous. Because the amount of times I say to you, "Oh yeah, no, your team is better than me on paper," because on these teams, you can literally tell who's good on paper because we see the sim data. There was one a few weeks ago where I said to you, "There's no way you don't beat me by at least 15 or 20," and then I think you maybe beat me by 2. Something like there was just no way it should have happened. I certainly don't blame you for being pissed off.
Yeah. Cheers. FPL Depression says the differing energy levels on the 2 sides of the screen is a sight to behold. Yeah, Liverpool 0, Middlesbrough 0. Update from Anfield. Yeah, nothing going on there, unfortunately. You watch Gareth Southgate get 9 points from that game tonight. Connexon saying, so when is Arca going off, lads? Yeah, I'm expecting it. He was at 70% fitness or something like that, wasn't he?
Well, I'm not sure, actually. I don't know.
It was low. Nis Godfrey, by the way, is saying that Haller has got a goal and an assist tonight.
Yeah, I know. I said it. I've been saying it for bloody months that we just weren't using him in the right way, but can't be helped.
I don't think you could use him in the right way, could you?
No, we couldn't because we didn't have the right players to use him in the right way, but therefore don't fucking sign him for 50 million.
Yeah, exactly. Disabled saying, sorry, I was right. It was 90% but orange.
That'll be fine.
Yeah. Ipswich 0, Chelsea 0. One clear chance at either end at Portman Road. Tarico denied by a good save from Cudicini and Lampard firing over when well placed. Yeah, I need to do something to get my enthusiasm back into my team because it's completely gone at the moment.
Have you used your wild card?
Yes.
I was going to say you could have used your wild card and just gone a bit mad, go for a non-Ruud Van Nistelrooy team or something.
Yeah, but you know what? I thought about doing that once last year, and the problem is you do that, and then you just get more annoyed the next week when he bangs in 2 and everybody captains him. So it's a really tough one to go without. You have to, if you do it, you have to be so strict, don't you?
Yeah, no, it's difficult because the amount of times we sit here and say, "Oh yeah, you should do it," and you get rid of Van Nistelrooy, it'll feel great, and he's got what 10 goals in 9 game weeks, so it's hard to do.
Yeah. Leeds 0, Everton 0, but they have hit the woodwork. A close call. Harry Kewell turns into space and hits a fine low shot that cannons off the foot of the post. Adam Brown says, I have not had Ruud in all season. Brave. How are you doing in your overall rank, Adam? I'd love to know. Colm Hayes says, ice cider, I reckon, mode. Yeah. I've got some in the fridge as well, so that could be coming out at half time.
I'd genuinely be intrigued to see, one of the top players that have done very well over the course of the last 2 seasons. Next season, have like a second team where they have no Ruud, just to see how one of the top players can do without him.
That's a nice idea. I wonder whether they could do it next year where they could have a no Ruud league. That'd be quite good as well.
Yeah, a no Ruud league, or maybe like a ChampMan team where they put out a poll every week and it's a no Ruud team. See how we do as a community without Ruud.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I mean, I'm struggling enough with my own team, so. Yeah. FPL Jord, Poke's team, do something.
Yeah.
Ed, I have never captained Ruud and I'm 24th currently. I'm surprised you're doing that well because you never ever tell us when you're doing well, Ed. So I'm glad you're doing well.
It seems like every goal that goes in is his team. I think he owns Rude. I doubt you'd be 24th if you didn't own him.
Yeah, he's lying.
He's captained him every week.
he invented hashtag no rude and he's owned Rude the whole time. Disgusting. Pathetic. Stephen Hamilton, I was top of the no rude league last year at one point. Yeah, Andy Martin, or just make him 15 million. That is exactly what you need to do. Make him so expensive that people actually have to think about it. Whereas he was still just an auto pick this year, wasn't he?
I don't think it'd change much. If you're going to captain him every week, it's not going to change much.
Oh, true, actually. Derby 0, Watford 1 hits the woodwork. Both teams hit the woodwork in the space of a minute. First, Malcolm Christie curls a fine effort against the bar, but Watford then go into the attack and Tommy Smith's cute lob cannons back off the bar into the hands of the keeper. Oh, here he comes. Look, FPL Bricky just joined. Petkov, Chadwick and Phillips returns.
Nice.
Well done, Bricky.
Yeah, no, I think for me, all of my defenders at the moment are above 5 million, and all it would take is Desai down to 4.5 like Tome, and then I could still afford Rude even at 15. So if you're going to captain him 80% of the time, like most people do, 15 million is still fine because he's going to score every week. He scores every single week.
Auto reclose. Yeah, Rude should be priced so high that he damages the rest of your team selection. What do you think? What would be the limit there?
Not sure. Probably about 15 is probably right.
Blackburn 1, Arsenal 0. Blackburn have their first goal of the evening. It is to wipe out the Arsenal clean sheet. Matt Janssen with the goal. Duff with the assist. So Matt Janssen has opened his account. Blackburn are 1-0 up.
Yeah, no, I think that would be quite a popular one.
Disable. Acting like Ruud van Nistelrooy was the top scorer is inevitable. He wasn't even top last season. But isn't he like usually top in most sims or whatever? Like, is that right? I could be wrong, and maybe I shouldn't be owning him, but I just feel like I don't know. Disable knows more about this game than I do.
It's, when people run sims, we saw it when we ran a few at the start of last season. You have the odd player that goes mad, but Van Nistelrooy is the one that's always consistent, and that's what you want from a fantasy player, isn't it? Viduka could have a 35 goal season, but Ruud's going to get 25 to 30 every single time, pretty much. Yeah.
A goal to light up a dour evening. Duff gets his crossing under pressure, and Janssen's movement is superb to get free and glance a header beyond Holloway. Completely missed Holloway was playing, by the way. Who's back in then?
Yeah, Holloway's back in. I don't know what's going on with that situation. I'll probably keep him in and just hope he plays.
Colm Hayes, Dufferential Duff. I like that one. Auto reclose. It's the guaranteed 2 points bonus. Ruud gets 2, which is great. Yeah, and to be fair, yes, it's all about the goals he scores, but it's also about the bonus, isn't it? Which you have to take into account with the pricing, I guess.
Yeah, no, and then that's it, isn't it? You know that even if Ruud plays badly, he's going to get you 4 points, probably 3, 4, 5 points, even when he has a bad week. But
Anmol N, which goalkeepers should we be looking at for the next few weeks? Luke, who do you reckon?
Well, the obvious one is probably Schmeichel. He's got, I think, 6 home games in the next 8, maybe 6 in the next 8 or 9. So, clean sheets are much more likely for a home team. So he's probably the one.
Do you know what I was thinking, by the way? When you were just talking then about someone said about who to get in. I think not podding about this is really affecting me as well. Because when we used to pod every week, we used to talk about the next 3 weeks, who's looking good, all that kind of stuff. And so it was always in my head because I had to go through it, if that makes sense. Whereas now, just like listening to people saying stuff, I'm not listening as well as I should be. Like it's on in the background or it's late at night and stuff like that. And I just don't think I know as much as I should do this year.
No, it's tough, isn't it? And especially, it's not easy when bloody FPL that obviously me and you take so seriously is going all over the place. You have to constantly be on it with FPL with all these games moving about,
big
and
time.
It's a fucking nightmare. So if you want to take all of them seriously, it's difficult.
Yeah, and that's without the fact we've got lives, jobs, all that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, I just mean your free time that you use for fantasy games.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Still too much time. James
Yeah.
Street says, I miss the pods. Yeah, to be honest, I was thinking about this the other day. Like, I used to love podding for the community, if that makes sense. And I think, people seem to enjoy what we were doing, which was fantastic too. But I say second best thing, like equally as good, we get to do this now, which is awesome.
Yeah. No, we've said it, haven't we? With ChampMan last year, God, we had about a third or at times a half of the community watching or listening to our pods. There was about 1,000 active players, and we had about half of them listening. And whereas obviously when it comes to FPL, there's 7 million players, so barely anyone listens to us that plays FPL, obviously.
Yeah, obviously. Goal. Derby have an equaliser against Watford. Ravanelli with the goal, Christie with the assist. So Christie does have his first attack in return, but Ravanelli at the moment was the striker to go for Derby. Rob Reed says, you need Panda's planner mode. With all the shit I've given Panda, he's not going to give me his planner. Who was the guy? There was a guy that used to do the stats last year, wasn't there? You could put in stats of players and compare them. Is he doing it this year? Can't remember who that was. That was on Google Documents, wasn't it?
Was that Motley Barnett?
Oh yeah, but that's it. Yeah, it was Motley Barnett. So I don't know. Is he doing that this year?
I haven't used it. If he is,
yeah. Yeah, people are getting very excited about the Christie assist. Whitebeard, obviously Whitebeard used to do the stats, which literally I used to bring up his website every time we podded. It was absolutely awesome, his website. Derby 1, Watford 1, vintage Ravanelli. He collects Christie's pass and is up against Ferrer. He ties him in knots, then ties his blood in knots, twisting and turning before arrowing a shot into the far corner. Wonderful. Mamma mia. You can tell who's on comms, can't
you? Fine. Whatever. I don't even know. Ties his blood. I don't even know what that means.
Ties his blood in knots. Stephen G. Stephen G is in the chat. He's saying that he is free hitted this week. My free hit is lovely so far. I got Ravanelli, Veron, Chadwick, and Petkov. Eric Ness Onstad says, fuck it. It was either Viduka, Ravanelli, or Huckabee in for Idiger Johnson. Guess who has not scored? Millwall 0, Man United 1. Oh no. Luke Chadwick appears to have... He stubbed his toe. Off he comes with David Beckham coming on. There we go, stub toe counter. That's what we want. 2. We're up to 2 stub toes for the season. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. That's going to be my highlight of the evening. Fuck you, all you Chadwick bringers in. Oh, we got Chadwick. I can't wait to see it. Here we go. Come on, Em. Where's everybody in the chat? Yes, Michael Denford. Jesus Christ, Chadwick. FPL impression. Yeah, dread it, run from it. The stub toe arrives all the same. Stephen Hamilton. That's not gigs.
So you're probably looking at 6, and you never know, he might even get some bonus. Probably looking at 6, maybe 7.
But he's got a stub toe now. Took Shearer months to get fit from that.
Could you imagine if he's out for like 3 months with a stub toe?
Duzatelli Stubwick. Disable mode. Whitebeard still does the stats. I need to get on that website then. I haven't been on it at all this year, so I need to get on that.
Yeah, no, he still does the stats. Yeah, I use his stats website.
Yeah, I see. That's what I mean. I'm not doing it like I used to last year. I used to use that stats website a lot. I need to get back on it. This is why my team's sliding down. Eric Ness Onstad, haha, this game. Last week, Good Johnson, and now Chadwick. You can get with this game. I find it can be really easy to go on a real bad injury chain, if that makes sense. You can bring players in, they just all keep getting injured.
Yeah, it was like that with Shearer last year. Luke kept saying, Shearer's not injury prone. He's just had a few injuries, but there's no reason for it to continue happening. And it seemed like every single time everyone went for Shearer, it went mad.
Yeah,
and he got it.
Leicester have doubled their lead on Aston Villa. Scowcroft with the goal. Muzzy Is It with the assist. So Scowcroft has doubled Leicester's lead. Is it assisting the goal? Got a few assists in your team this week, haven't you, mate?
Yeah, well, the 3 players I bought in this week have now got an assist: Petkov, Christie, and Is It. So, the -4's probably close to being
-8.
good. Well, mine -8 in total. Probably looking okay if none of the ones I got rid of do anything.
Yeah, it's not bad, mate. Yeah, you take that, I think. Obviously, yeah, I've brought 2 players in, got 2 assists. You brought 3 in and got 3 assists. It's not bad, is it?
Nice.
Yeah. Go on, FPL Cobbler's asking you, mate. Can you do the old chant from Muzzy, is it?
No.
You even heard it. Disgusting. Is it wicked? Some assists deserve double points, particularly when I own the player. Is it weaves between 2 challenges and stands up to the perfect cross for a big striker? Scowcroft is that striker and duly buries it. Good man.
He's someone I'm considering big time. Scowcroft, whenever Leicester have a nice run of fixtures. I think they've got one coming soon. I think they've got Arsenal away next and then quite a nice run. And I think potentially he could be a person I go for, because he did very, very well last year when they had nice fixtures.
How much is he this year?
I think he's an 8.5 million mid.
It's a lot of money.
But he's good. He always proves himself in these games that you'd expect them to do well in.
Yeah. Shane McCarthy says 4 returns: Phillips, Petkov, Is It, and Chadwick. Nice. Yeah, Billy Hadaway, Is this season's wise. He's doing very well this year.
Yeah, they've always been good for goals.
Pep talk. Aston Villa have extended their losings. They have. I'm not going to be saying that again unless I've had less sleep. Mike Day, Scowcroft picking up where he left off from last season. He is. That's exactly what Luke was saying. Lauren Harris, West Side is the best side. Disable Scowcroft with a brace and assist last week on his return from injury.
Yeah.
Sturridge is a bit of a non-event this year, isn't he?
Yeah, not quite performing, but it's one of those things, isn't it? I don't think people would really go near him this year. I think he's 8 million.
8 million. Yeah.
Scowcroft half a million more, getting those extra midfield points. Obviously, the only reason Sturridge was so big last year was 5.5 million. He was just so the price, wasn't he? So it's a tough one.
Yeah, they don't give you a lot of They don't give you a lot of those nice cheap strikers anymore, do they? We had 1 or 2 last year, whereas now we don't have any really.
No, and to be honest, I think they did well with that, because the strikers last year, everybody ended up playing 5-2-3s, didn't they? Because the strikers were so good. You got Sturridge, and then you could put Viduka at 10 million, Van Nistelrooy in at 13, and a stacked backline, and you do pretty well every single week.
Yeah, in that sense of things, I think the pricing's been perfect, because like Viduka, how much is Viduka? 12.5 in this, I think 13, something like that. 13. Yeah, and like he blanks for 2 weeks, and I'm looking at him thinking I can't keep owning him for 13 million to not do anything. Whereas last year at 10 million, it was like, well, that's okay, because he'll probably score a few goals in a minute. Whereas if you're now owning these strikers, they need to be doing well every week, otherwise you're struggling.
Yeah.
Oh, Man United clean sheet wipeout. Savarese with the goal, Makanespi with the assist. So Savarese has wiped out that Man United clean sheet. I said that he'd score. I just said he'd be first goal scorer.
Oh, that's a good shout. I did not expect that at all. Fair play.
Yeah. Pep talk. Andy Martin, you should know better than the rest of us that begging doesn't work based on last season.
True.
Yeah, because Andy Martin, obviously, last year he knew the results, didn't he? So he used to go in the chats and start trolling people a little bit, didn't he? Whereas he can't do that anymore.
Oh, he was so bloody confusing last year. You'd send your team, and he'd be like, "Oh, nice team," or "Is it a nice team?" And then you'd be like, "What does he mean by that?"
Gerardo Lopez Lozada, lovely jersey, FPL Irons. Greetings from a ChampMan Mexican player.
Nice.
Do you reckon that's real?
I'm going to say yes.
You didn't see this coming, did you? Millwall respond. McAnespie manages to squirm a cross between bodies, and Sabarese can't believe his luck, touching into the unguarded goal. Yeah, FPL escapades. United clean sheet wipeout indeed. FPL depression. Losing Chadwick has affected team morale badly. Can't recover from the serious stub toe injury. Exactly.
Chadwick was more of a willing runner than Beckham, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was. To be fair, yeah, Chadwick could finish the bleep test. You'd never catch Beckham finishing the bleep test. I'm pretty sure Chadwick pegged Victoria Beckham at some point as well. Captain, have you got the old stub toe counter that we can see? We were on 2, weren't we? I'm sure there it is. Look, 2 stub toes so far this season. I love that. How many gash legs have we had so far this season, mate?
Has he got one of them? Oh, bloody hell.
What do you prefer, Luke? Do you prefer a toe or a gash? Gash leg.
Gash all day long, isn't
it? Times 4. Beautiful, says FPL depression. Yeah, Stephen Hamilton, Sabarese is probably the best cheap striker so far. You're probably right, actually. He probably is.
Yeah, 6.5 million, I think.
Yeah, I think that's quite good, to be fair. FPL depression, those are rookie numbers. We need to bump those up a bit. We do. Those are rookie numbers in this bracket. Rob Reed, and how many piss breaks? That'd be a good one to do, actually. Do you reckon we could do that next time?
He's not got any space left.
He's got it up there.
He's got it.
I love that. That's brilliant. I don't usually like to update you on subs and yellows, as I like the carnage at the end, but here's a few. Yellow cards for Stephen Hughes, David Weatherall, Alan Shearer, and Ashley Cole. I have Stephen Hughes and Ashley Cole. That's going well.
I've got Weatherall.
FPL captain, congratulations. Took you boys about 4 weeks to notice. Has that been coming up before? Have I never noticed that?
To be fair, my screen is very small.
Is it because I go away for my piss break and then don't see it?
Yeah, that's true, actually, yeah. It's very small for me, and you're not here when it comes out.
What? Say that again, but slowly.
What I do?
It's very small for you, but when it comes up, you can see it, or something like that. It was filled with innuendo. I've never noticed that's been coming up. I love that. Well, you can add that. You can put that up to 5 because I'm sure I'll be going again today. Blackburn 1, Arsenal 0 hits the woodwork. Blackburn should have doubled their lead. De Boer meets a cross at the far post with the goal at his mercy, but his shot rebounds off the post. I mean, De Boer is a striker in this game at the moment, isn't he? So he should probably be considered.
Yeah, he's a weird one. We discussed it last week. For the price, 6 million's a weird price for mids.
It is.
You tend to go for the cheapies, or you go for the 7 million pluses, don't you? Your Petkovs, the Paders, etc. Arca.
Pep talk. The reason Mo didn't know about the piss break counter before is because you are the one who goes. I need to start watching these back. Yeah, we have a lot of clean sheets still, but not well-owned clean sheets. So the Arsenal clean sheet's gone, United clean sheet's gone. Sunderland 1, Newcastle 0 hits the woodwork. The woodwork is taking a hammering. It's Shearer this time with a fierce strike from a loose ball, smashing against the inside of the post and away to safety.
Nice.
Stephen Hughes assist, that would have been. I don't know whether it was, I'm just saying it is. FPL Glasgow. Nothing in the actual FPL then. Come on, Arsenal, get on with it. FPL Glasgow. Are you called FPL Glasgow because you've been to Glastonbury or because you're from somewhere near Glastonbury? Because obviously I live quite close to Glastonbury.
Oh, yeah.
You ever been, Luke?
Do I look like the sort of person that goes to Glastonbury?
No, you don't. No.
I can't imagine anything worse than being muddy listening to fucking music. I'm alright.
Being muddy listening to music.
Sounds terrible.
Right, that is half-time around the grounds. Luke, can you talk us through those scores?
I can. Blackburn 1, Arsenal 0, Derby 1, Watford 1, Ipswich 0, Chelsea 0, Leeds 0, Everton 0, Leicester 2, Aston Villa 0, Liverpool 0, Middlesbrough 0, Manchester City 1, Charlton 0, Millwall 1, Manchester United 1, Sunderland 1, Newcastle 0, Tottenham 0, Bolton 1.
Nice stuff. Yeah, like I said, quite a few clean sheets, but not a lot of clean sheets not that you'd expect, but not well-owned clean sheets, are they?
No, I'd be disappointed if it stays like this, because obviously the reason I took that -8, granted it's worked to some degree, was because I didn't want to play Unsworth and Desai. Both of them at the moment have unexpected clean sheets. So, it would not surprise me if they both got 9 pointers in clean sheets, and then all the good work my assist did goes down the drain.
Right, Captain, can we have a quick look at our teams, and then we'll start getting some questions from the community for our half-time bit as well. So at the moment then, I have still got my Sullivan clean sheet and Hippier clean sheet, and I think that's it. And then I've got Petkov, Christie assists and a Phillips goal, but nothing from my captain. Whereas Luke, shock and awe, you're doing a little bit better than me this week.
Yeah. Is it Petkov, Christie assists, Phillips goal? How many clean sheets do I have? Sullivan and Weatherall? I think that they're the ones that I've got left.
Yeah.
So that's not bad.
Right, let's have a look at some of the questions that are coming into the chat then. Make sure you put them all in, because like I said, we'll answer anything to do with just us. If you wanted to know about the Wolf Pack or the pods, if you want to know about football, Premier League, if you want to know about anything, just let us know. If you want to know about ChampMan, maybe don't ask me, maybe ask Luke, and we'll see how we get on. So FPL Cobbler saying, halftime question, which player from this game would you most like to take to Glasgow?
Who would be the richest footballer? I think Gravison went on to be like a billionaire. I think I'll go Gravison, because for a start, he would be going absolutely mental, but also he'd buy a nice little glamping experience for me, so that'd be nice.
Not sure who I'd take. To be honest, I'd probably take David. I'd take Mr. Beckham, because this is before he was with Victoria as well, I think. Oh no, he might have been with Victoria now.
No.
He was with Victoria, was he?
Yeah, God, he would have been married with, 2, maybe 3 kids at this point.
All right, well, maybe we wouldn't take him then. Maybe I'd take Giggsy. He didn't care if he was married with kids. FPLJJ says, Oi JJ, says, KDB or Salah captain this week. Luke?
For me, it'll be De Bruyne. I really like his fixtures, and hopefully he will actually be taking penalties again.
Yeah, I think he will. I think if you looked at it and just did that kind of dullard thing and just stood back, you pick KDB. I'm a little bit worried he might get rested, but to be fair, they're chasing those points at the moment, aren't they? There's nothing secure about this City team, and in terms of chasing, trying to get that title, and I think they've just got to play him every game. So he's captain for me.
He's too good for them to drop. And not happening.
Mark Dorney, how many minutes do you think Antonio gets in the double game week?
I'd like to think 150, but I just simply don't think he's got it in his body to be able to do that.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought it was points for a second.
No, the issue is, he's bad enough with his injuries as it is, let alone the fact that he hasn't played much football in the past, year or so.
Yeah.
Since he went mad after lockdown, probably the last 6 months, he's only played 3 or 4 full games. So, yeah, I can't see it. We've got a young kid coming through. We're attempting to sign another one. I think it will be maybe 120, which even if you've got that, is the games we've got, you'd expect some points.
Yeah, I really like him for this week. Really, really like him for this week. I agree with you. He won't play 180 minutes, but if he gets anywhere between 120 and 150, I think that's enough time to do some damage in those 2 games. James Street says, "Oh, where's it gone? There we go. No. Oh, I've lost it all now. Oh no, where's he gone? James Street, I was stood next to Andy Carroll and Kevin Nolan a few years ago at Glasgow. #rubbish anecdote. Jack Brockenshire, half-time question, best double game week strikers. Do you know what? I was looking at double game week strike. There's not many that you really want to own. I think if it were me, in terms of people that I'm just going to shout their names out, and Luke will probably agree or disagree in a minute anyway, I think Antonio's probably one of the better shouts. I still think Kane, if you've got Kane, I would be very worried about taking him out. I really, Sheffield United is that kind of game where I think Kane could do well, just like Fulham. It wasn't Son that was being able to get in behind people. It was Kane playing in front of people that did well. So I feel like Kane could still be good. I think Werner could be an interesting little shout. I wouldn't want him in my team after it, but if you're on free hit or something like that, I think Werner could. He's got 2 okay fixtures, so he could be okay. And then Wilson with a double game week, like you said, could they go both games without scoring a goal? If they score a goal, he's probably going to score it, isn't he? So
I think that the one for me again, if I knew he was going to actually get a lot of minutes, if you told me now Jamie Vardy was playing 180 minutes, he'd be in my team.
I just don't see it.
He's got this slight issue. They've got Iheanacho.
And it's within 3 days as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 2 difficult opponents as well. Southampton and Chelsea, both at home. But obviously they'll give him a good game. And I'm not sure he'll play both. If I knew right now he was starting, I think he'd be straight in my team.
Yeah. Christopher C says, is triple captain on KDB next game week stupid? I'm very, very tempted. I don't think it's stupid. I wouldn't do it because I think there's going to be a better time to use a triple captain later on in the season. For me, I feel like triple captain has got to be used on somebody you've got no issues whatsoever with whether they're definitely going to play both games. I'm just slightly worried about KDB's minutes and whether he's going to be playing the whole 180. So for me, I think it's a little bit risky, personally. What about you, Luke?
No, to be honest, I considered it heavily. But now with all of these fixtures going on, Aston Villa have got about 20 games in hand at this point. You just think to yourself, if Aston Villa had a triple game week against, and it included 2 teams in the bottom half, Jack Grealish or Watkins, or, it'd be much more fun to put it on a triple game week, triple captain. Imagine. It'd be so much fun. So also, I think, to be honest, I'm holding it just in case we get that. Also,
there's no guarantee that they're going to play the Villa game. There's literally no guarantee unless Villa can show that they've improved with their cases of COVID. There's no guarantee they're going to play. Jay, will Dawson retain his spot, Luke?
I would assume so. Balbuena's self-isolating for a start, and Dawson's played very, very well. 3 clean sheets in 3 games he's played, scored a goal. I can't see why Moyes would drop him. Yeah.
Eric Ness Onstad says, Bruno on 4 yellows, bound for a booking Sunday. People keep saying he's definitely going to get booked. I know he's that kind of a player, but he's not definitely going to get booked. He could easily play both games and do very well in both games as well. So I still think he should be up there with captaincy. I think the fact that people are going off of him because he's got 4 bookings could mean that he's going to be a bit of a differential captain. So, I don't know. I don't think he's as clear cut as to say, he's going to get booked, so he's not going to play both games. Yeah, he is that kind of a player that gets booked, but
no. And one of your fixtures is Liverpool away, so I think that's the key as well, isn't it? And if he does get booked, then you're captaining Bruno Liverpool away when Kevin De Bruyne has 2 home games and Salah has 2 games. It's tough.
I will rip your hand off now to take a draw at Anfield. I will, because you don't win at Anfield. If we win at Anfield, then I will actually say that we're title challengers, genuinely, and I still don't think we are. But if we get a draw at Anfield, I think that's a great result.
How would you feel if you beat them? How would you feel about being title contenders if you beat them? They haven't lost at Anfield for years.
Yeah.
If you beat them, let's say 1-0, classic champions win. How would you feel? Do you think you'd be on for it?
Yeah, I think we would. Because I think it's almost showing that we can beat anybody. Whereas I said it at the beginning of the year, I think City and Liverpool are better teams than us. I still think they are, to be honest. But everything's kind of working quite well for United at the moment. And I think with Pogba and Fernandes in the middle, and Pogba coming into some bloody good form at the moment as well, I think it's making a massive difference. I think if we can go to somewhere like Liverpool and keep a clean sheet and win, then I don't see why we can't do it against anybody in the league, to be perfectly honest. we'll see what happens. They're still the best team in the league, but they've got so many injuries at the moment. And it's just about whether they can get that creativity back in midfield, because they're having to play Fabinho. Henderson went into central defence the other day. Like, if they're still having to plug all these gaps with their attacking players, they're going to struggle so much. I was talking to Rich about it the other day, Rich FPL, and he's saying that's been their biggest problem this year. And then obviously Salah isn't getting the service, and it'll be a really interesting game. It's going to be the most nervous I've been watching a United game for a long time.
Yeah, no, and I don't blame you. I think you've got a serious chance. And I was having a debate with my friend the other day who's a Man U fan, and I said, is Bruno Fernandes now getting to, Cantona levels for Manchester United? Because you see how good he's been, and he's taken from there to all the way up there, one player.
Yeah.
And I was saying, if you win the league this year, surely Bruno's got to be right up there with that calibre of player.
Yeah, he would have been the biggest catalyst we've ever had since Cantona, easily. Yeah. And he deserves it as well. He's unbelievable when he plays. Yeah, he's our driving force. But there you go. You probably had enough of me talking about Man United now anyway. FPL Thomas is in the chat saying, who wants to win a place in the... Oh, God, how do you say his name?
Shizalco Cup.
Yeah, that's the one. In the cup, because he died the other day, didn't he?
Yeah. No, he's gone down in folklore. He's one of these players that didn't have an amazing career, but was just one of these players that was absolutely insane on this game. But yeah, he did, unfortunately.
Yeah. How's your team looking for next week as well, Luke? Are you using any chips next week in FPL?
I'm not. I've avoided chips this week and next week. I'll probably lose out, probably a red arrow this and next week, small red arrows, and then I'm pretty happy to come out of it with all my chips and hopefully come up with some sort of mad game plan that will help me gain some more points in future.
Fair enough. Obviously, I wildcarded into this week because, like I said, I just hated my team, and I'm bench boosting next week. So, so I'm fairly happy at the moment, and I think I will be bench boosting next week still, even though I've got some single game week players in there, but they are players like Son and Kane. So I'm really tempted to bench boost and roll my transfer and then have 2 transfers for game week 20. I feel like that could be quite nice, especially if the bench boost is a good week, because then you feel like you're then got more waiting for you afterwards as well, but we'll see. So FPL Thomas has said, if you want a chance to get in the... Was it Luke? That's the one. Then who do you think will score the first goal? Who scored the first goal tonight? Oh, they're already doing it. Auto Close looks like he's the first one to answer. Although he has spelt it wrong, he's put Hunkerby.
Yeah, so the winner is actually...
Stephen Hamilton. Although, to be fair, maybe he's just referring to my little pet name for you, mate.
That's true.
My little Hunkerby. FPL Tubes. Mode and Irons, what are your FPL ranks overall at the moment? I've just broken into the top 1 million.
Nice.
Yeah, I know. Not been a great season so far. And yours, Luke?
I'm 300,000.
Yeah. I was doing okay, but the fucking Spurs postponement dropped me down 300k.
That was it, yeah.
Yeah, I was about 700k and then dropped down to 1 mil, and then I can't remember what it was now, but I dropped down to about 1.2. But the Spurs postponement ruined me, literally ruined me. I think I had 4 go out from that. I can't remember now. I've repressed it.
I remember.
Yeah. FPL Jord, going through a real tough time in my personal life at the moment. Loving this little escape tonight, lads. Thank you. Luke and I's DMs are both open if you ever need a chat, mate. I've been saying that a lot on Twitter at the moment. You know, people that need chats, everybody's there for each other. Might as well have this little community and talk to each other, hadn't you? So more than welcome to chat to anybody if you need it. People are going through a bit of a shit time at the moment.
Yeah, but I will openly say I am absolutely no different in my DMs. If you're being a knob, I'll tell you you're being a knob.
I just got this image of somebody going in your DMs going, yeah, my wife left me. I'm really struggling. You're like, well, why'd she leave you? Being a dick?
Probably a shit husband. Fuck off.
probably a shit husband. Oh. FPL Bernie Mac says there was an awkward silence after that Hunkabee joke. Irons didn't know where to look. The second half gets underway, 45 minutes to go. What do you need to happen? Auto-Reclose says, Mode and Irons, my little Hunkabees.
Nice. I like
that. I'm assuming FPL Thomas is going to tell everybody who won the actual spot.
I think it was Stephen.
Yeah?
Yeah.
FPL JJ says, Irons is the least compassionate person I've ever known.
Yep.
Not true. Only on Twitter. Only on Twitter. He likes being the little spoon.
I'm a bastard.
That's what I've heard. Rob Reed, I'm miles behind Luke's dead team in the SWP Cup final. Needs a miracle second half. A bloody dead team. Oh, we haven't looked at our draft teams we did. When we did them on the pod.
Yeah. I'll get that out at some point. We'll put that out maybe midway through the season. I'll work out what points are on.
Yeah. God, I'm trying to think I even had. I had Petkov. I think that's it.
God knows. I've just seen someone saying Rob Holding goal, but that is not true.
Oh.
I wish it fucking was.
God, could you imagine? Smith Rowe assist. FPL Thomas, let's do one more spot before the games kick off again. The first person to send a photo of Rosario Dawson to the official man on account goes in the cup. Why?
Spam in our bloody chat.
Oh,
what a living.
God. Yeah, get out of our chat. Get out of our chat. James Street, don't we all love being Little Spoon? To be fair, yeah. I have a few little self-esteem issues, so I do like being Little Spoon sometimes. Man City 1, Charlton 0. Almost a response from Charlton early in the second half with Brian Hughes working the ball into space and hitting a shot that was really well saved by Nash. Tiato booked for the home side. Andy Martin says, I would love to see that draft. I would as well. The pod's still available, so you can listen to the pod, but I can't remember what our ones were. We tweeted them out, didn't we?
Yeah. No, I think I got Rude. I think whoever was first. I think that was Andy was first, and I think he got Varane.
Sorry, people keep putting things in the chat. I keep thinking things is happening in the Arsenal game.
Just block anyone talking about Arsenal.
Yeah, FPL Bernie Mac, sorry mate, you're blocked.
Never liked him anyway.
Ryan Reed, hard to be Little Spoon when you're 6'4", like trying to cup a fridge. You can still make it work. You can still make it work. Just curl up in the fetal position and let her hug you, mate. Hug it out. King Kun, come on, Phillips, hammer time, baby. Yeah, Rude. Rude needs to do something. Auto-Reclose, you know you're popular when the trolls put their head up here. Was there a troll in there, was there? Or were they on about Bernie Mac?
I've got no idea, to be honest. I haven't spotted if there was one.
Zvodomir Boban says, goal, Crystal Palace. I know there's definitely not, because whoever it is still on the floor at the moment.
Yeah.
James Street, I'm 6'5" and still love a Little Spoon.
No.
Started off these streams with pegging. Now we're talking about spooning.
Yeah, it's gone downhill. Getting a bit more tame now, aren't we?
Yeah. James Street. My wife is 7 feet, however. God, married the Big Show, did you, James Street? The first goal of the second half comes at the Den. Big goal.
Oh, whatever. Fuck it. I don't care.
You reckon it's rude, do you?
Of course it's a big goal. It's Rob Pick. He's, you know what Rob Pick's like.
It's Rob Pick. It could mean that it's come from a big player.
Let's have Sylvester.
Could be Savarese again.
Yeah. It's going to be rude. It's going to be rude, and it's going to make every week boring again. You just need to captain Rude.
FPL Depression says Chadwick has run back on from touchline to score again.
Do you imagine?
James Street, I love a choke slam. Oi, oi. What was Big Show's big move? The Showstopper. Wasn't it a Showstopper it used to be called? I can't remember now. That was a big choke slam, wasn't it?
I've never watched wrestling in my life. I've got no idea what...
I used to watch it when it was good, when it was like The Rock and Triple H and Stone Cold and Hardy Boys and all them lot. Goal. Millwall have scored against Manchester United. Harris with the goal, Keane with the assist. So United are staring down the barrel of a loss at the moment. Harris with the goal, Keane with the assist.
This game it's just so annoying playing this game. The template players smash it every single week. We've all got bloody Harris.
We'll do it. We'll put it back in the chat again if you want, mate. Hashtag BJB.
I'm fine with that. I'm all right.
People are just saying it was choke slam. Sorry. Oh, Shawn Michaels, Heartbreak Kid. See, you don't know any of this, do you?
Honestly, this is like when you were talking about old school games a few weeks ago.
Yeah. Wow. Keane manages to sneak away from Beckham and gets in a cross. It's perfect. Harris arrives at the far post and plants the header beyond Barthez. What a shocker.
I'll be intrigued to watch Luke's stream at the weekend and see how many shots Millwall had. Because Barthez is normally pretty shit.
Yeah, he is. Connexon says, FPL Thomas out here doing the mercenary work for the man on Spank Bank. Rosario Dawson, fine taste. What did we find out tonight, wasn't it? That James has a bit of a thing for Emma Stone.
Yeah. Yeah, no, she's a sort. I like Emma Stone.
She's a sort. What, are you on Love Island?
I'm from Essex, mate. That's just how we talk. I'm sorry.
She's a sort. FPL Cobbler. Wasn't the Big Show meant to be Andre the Giant's son when he first appeared? Or to reclose, it's the Big Show. It's the Big Show. Big fat show. Or something like that. I can't remember what it is now. Undertaker's one I used to love. It was Limp Bizkit was Undertaker's. Keep rolling. James Street. I've got a photo of Levs Dawson if you want that, Thomas.
Oh, Lacazette off for a 2-pointer.
Ooh. Take
Tasty.
that.
Lovely.
Do you remember, everybody's talking about wrestlers, do you remember Rikishi? Rikishi used to put his ass in people's faces. Stink face, I think he called it. And that was his big move.
Literally, other than The Rock, I have no idea. I'm kind of like when someone says, what's your favourite footballer? And they'd say Beckham or something like
that. Goal! Spurs have equalised against Bolton. Andy Martin will not be happy. It is the other man, Everson, with the goal. Ziga with the assist. Yeah, Mark Dorney, Scotty too hotty and oh God, what was his group called? He had another guy with him. Can't remember what they were called, but he used to do the worm. Scotty too hotty. Remember that? He used to do the worm. That's what I used to love about wrestling. They do the worm and then hit somebody and it hits them twice as hard because he did the worm first.
Fucking hell, it sounds shit.
Oh, Rikishi was ahead of his time, to be fair. He was, yeah. People love doing stink faces now. Red Arrow, Fred Durst and a Somerset accent is unsettling. Yeah, sorry.
That's a very unpopular Tottenham goal, isn't it?
It is. Tottenham get an early second half leveller. Ziga swings in a cross and it's a neat looping flick header from Everson over the keeper and in. Andy Martin, for fuck's sake mode. Sorry, mate. Thought you'd enjoy that one. Grandmaster Flash. Grandmaster Sexy and Grandmaster Flash, wasn't it? Yeah. Grandmaster Sexy. Adam Brown, I went to WrestleMania 4 years running about 10 years ago. Better than Glasgow. I only liked wrestling for about 3 years. I used to play WWE on the PlayStation, the original PlayStation. We used to love that. Used to make your own character and do a little career with him. I know, mate. What do you reckon then? Last minute Arsenal clean sheet wipeout to ruin us?
I'd be all right if Zaha scored.
Would you?
I'm all right with this at the moment. I've got Holding and Zaha, so I'm looking at, I don't know, 9 or 10 points.
Ipswich have lost their clean sheet against Chelsea. Chelsea have gone 1-0 up. Zola with the goal, Zenden with the assist. Zenden is carrying on his fine form at the moment, Luke.
Yeah, Zenden looks like the one at the moment, doesn't he? You know, everyone at the start of the season went for Carbone at the same price, but it looks like Zenden's playing pretty bloody well.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, to be fair, Chelsea are good defensively this year as well, aren't they? They've kept a few clean sheets.
Yeah, no, it's. I think from what I saw based on the Sims, they kept a clean sheet maybe 1 in 10. So I thought I'd SIE this week, and yeah,
just poor management, mate. Poor management from you.
Poor management.
People are saying that Freddie Flintoff might be going into WWE UK. He does everything, doesn't he?
Yeah, weird.
Zenden just got an assist for a throw-in. Zola controlled it, flicked it over his marker and dribbled towards goal, placing a shot into the far corner.
All right, well, I'm not going to give him any credit then if it was just from a throw-in. I'm not going to say he did well.
I can see you looking at the screen, and it worries me every time you're doing it, because I'm thinking, oh, God, what's happening?
It's just because I keep seeing Zaha just running. Just keeps running. They keep kicking the shit out of him all game.
Haven't seen many. It's not like last week where people were going mad for their scores, is it?
No. Well, so we had a little spell, didn't we? 10, 15 minute spell where all the big players scored. But other than that, it's been pretty poor players scoring.
Yeah, I should have re-simmed this.
Yeah, should have gone for the old reason.
Yeah, until we had a Ruud van Nistelrooy hat-trick and a Phillips blank. Leicester 2, Aston Villa 0. Some substitutions just have to be acknowledged and loved. Steve Staunton, hero of Season 1, comes on to replace Mustafa Hadji. They're 2-0 down. I'm not sure why. Steve Staunton, he'll do it.
I love the subs on this game. The subs are incredible. You losing 2-0, you bring on a defender for a winger.
Yeah, but Steve Staunton's got the pace.
So much pace. Is Stones playing?
I don't know, actually.
You've got Steve Stone playing. You've got so much pace down those flanks now.
How old would Staunton be in this game now?
Fuck no, he's getting well on.
Yeah. Almost like goalkeeper age.
Let's have a look. When was Steve Staunton born?
Connexon. Did Liverpool come out for the second half? That game, we have had one update from it, and it was loads of Z's to say how boring it was. Sunderland are 2-0 up on Newcastle. Sibon with the goal, Larson with the assist. So Sibon has the second goal for Sunderland. No impact from Kevin Phillips.
Bollocks. I've got Gary Teal as well, so that's an annoying goal.
Yeah, just a bit, mate. Ed says, come on, Viduka, do something. He is not doing anything this year, unfortunately. Luke, did you look up Steve Staunton?
Yeah, he would have been 32 at this point, nearly 33.
Not as old as I thought he was then.
No.
FPL depression. Sibon's still out doing Phillips. Mental.
Oh, someone's just said it was 1967. Did I read it wrong? Oh, no. No, I was right. 69.
Adam Sands says Sibon was being marked by Matteo, so always had a chance. Derby delight for Gerald. Larson's cross is misjudged by the defensive line, and Sibon is able to loop a header beyond Gibbon and into the centre of the goal. Newcastle have been tepid, and Sunderland are in the driving seat.
Oh, wow.
Oh, FPL Jord, not a single goal for me yet. Don't think I'll be overall ranked 7 anymore. Yeah, you might struggle if you're not going to score any goals. I don't think the average is going to be high this week. Rude's doing nothing.
Any week where Van Nistelrooy doesn't score. If Van Nistelrooy blanks, then yeah, the average you're looking at 40 or 50 as opposed to your regular 60s or 70s. You know, Rude getting a goal as a captain, the average instantly goes up by 15 points, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's weird as well because there's just not enough goals this week. There doesn't seem like there's enough goals, does there?
No, and not the clean sheets we want either.
Yeah, Leeds 0, Everton 0, a staggering double save from Gerrard. Viduka hits a wonderful instinctive volley from close range. Gerrard parries it. Viduka looks certain to score the rebound, but his finish is somehow diverted round the post by Gerrard's foot. Frustration grows. Anybody with Viduka out there, you are getting hard done by at the moment. Andy Martin started the season with Sabon, Kine and Ziga, should have left it.
He started the season with Harry Kane in FPL, didn't he? That's why he's doing so well.
You mean it.
He's going to be so upset when he reads that one.
Rory, overall rank 9th and not a single goal on a -4-2. I'm going to drop like a stone. I don't think you will. Well, with the hits, obviously, it's a bit different, but I don't think there's going to be many massive scores out there this week. You look at the scorers, I just don't see it, really. Blackburn 1, Arsenal 0. Wenger needs to do something here, so he has. He's took Henry off and put Jeffers on just after the hour. He's taken Henry and Jeffers off after the hour. Carnu and Bergkamp have come on.
What is this game?
David H has asked Disable, what will you do if games get called off for bad weather? Tends to happen in the winter on CM0102. I don't think that happened last year, did it?
That can happen in a game? Can that really happen?
I don't think it'll happen mid-game.
No, but I didn't even know that could happen at all. I assumed that wouldn't happen in a fantasy wonderland.
I literally got no idea.
Fair play if it does.
Leeds 0, Everton 0. Not happening for Leeds at the moment. They need to show some heart. Ian Hart, in fact. He replaces Harpal Singh. I reckon Hart's getting an assist or a goal. Calling it now.
1-0. 1-0 Leeds, I reckon.
Yeah?
Yeah, Hart to assist for Duka. That's what I'll go for. 1-0.
Colm Hayes. I reckon Mo gets more and more Somerset as the stream goes on. Yeah, I get tired. Auto reclose. Henry should be 5 million in this. Yeah, I agree. That way more people would fall into that disaster of a trap. He's so good in Sims normally, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Innsbruck, big pen for Hearts later on. It could be. I'm calling it now. I reckon he's going to do something.
Bloody hell, a lot of people still have Ian Hart.
Tottenham have their second goal, and Andy Martin will finally still be unhappy. It is Wright Phillips with the goal, Fortune with the assist. Spurs are 2-1 up. Rebrov has nothing so far. Wright Phillips with the goal, Fortune with the assist.
You're a horrible bastard.
I know. He's sat down, he's doing something, and he's going to go, oh. It's like that meme of
Roy Hodgson.
Roy Hodgson at that gif. Auto reclose. Poor Andy Martin. Leave him alone. Innsbruck bought him in my wild card this week. What, Wright Phillips? Nice.
If Milivojevic and Xhaka got a yellow card, please. I'd £5 on those two to get a yellow. So if anybody could tell me that in the chat, that'd be amazing.
Wright Phillips completes the turnaround. Fortune rolls it into his path and he drives into the box before drilling a shot into the far corner of Jääskeläinen's net. But now we have another. Andy Martin, seriously, mode, I'm fuming.
Well, we've got another goal at least. And
yeah, exactly.
I assume that's another goal at that game.
You'd assume so. So it could be Rebrov this time.
I'm going to go Rebrov, assisted by Davies.
I'm going to go Pedersen, Gardner assist.
Nice.
Yeah, Andy Martin saying he did bring in Davies and Rebrov for this run, and yeah, Spurs have scored about 10, but hasn't really worked so far. Well, you never know, you could get a bit of a return now. Bolton have equalised, and the goal scorer is that well-known goal scorer, Michael Carrick Franson, with the assist. Why didn't we guess that, Luke? Carrick with the goal, Franson with the assist. Bolton have equalised. It is now 2-2 against Spurs.
What a player he was, by the way.
Carrick.
What a player.
I loved
Carrick, man. I loved him so much. He was so good.
Do you know who one of my favourite Man United players were, and like, nobody ever understands why? I loved Alan Smith.
For Man United?
Yeah, literally loved him. I literally loved it. Like, when he first came in, I was really excited about him. And then when he started going in defensive midfield, I just loved that kind of fire in the belly player. Who always gave his all. He was fairly good when he first came to United. Like, he scored a few good goals at the beginning, didn't he?
Yeah.
But yeah, I just loved him. Don't know why. No real reason. Spurs didn't lead for long, and it's a wonderful finish from range by Michael Carrick after he was teed up by Franson. Goals guaranteed at the Lane. They are, aren't they? Yeah, three-check seat. He was a decent player before Man United ruined him.
Smith's a weird one because it's kind of like, you know, when Michael Owen went to you? Michael Owen was already not really liked by Liverpool fans after he left and went to Madrid. And then he killed it even more by going to United. And United fans are never going to like him because he was a Liverpool legend. So it's kind of like you end your career with nobody liking you.
Yeah.
But nobody likes Michael Owen at all.
Andy Martin, by the way, is saying, is this troll me night mode? Yeah, I suppose Alan Smith was a bit of a Leeds baby, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah. You really try to upset him.
Yeah, sorry, that was unintentional. The other two things have been intentional. Liverpool have broken the deadlock at Anfield, and they are now 1-0 up on Middlesbrough. Murphy with the goal, Litmanen with the assist. So Danny Murphy has broken the deadlock at Anfield. Liverpool are now 1-0 up. Arsenal drew, didn't they, 0-0?
Yeah, just looking at the bonus, it looks like Guaita with 3 bonus, Bellerin and Mitchell with 2.
Mitchell?
Yeah, that's a very nice one for people that have kept him. Fair play.
Any bookings?
Apparently, Milivojevic and Xhaka did not get booked. It was just...
I was wondering about Holding.
I don't think Holding got one. No, Holding's got a 6-pointer in my team.
Lovely. I think I finished on 52 for the week.
Yeah. No, that's a good score, I think.
Yeah, I'll take it. This game has been dreadful, but at least it now has a goal. Litmanen is the creator and gets a cross in, which Murphy meets with a diving header at the near post. Pep talk. Rob Holding clean sheet for Arsenal, locked in at third sub on my bench. Wondering who you played instead of Rob Holding, because I thought he was a lock in my team.
Yeah.
Home Crystal Palace.
I scored 51 and somehow got a green arrow from 340 up to 300k.
Nice.
Pretty happy with that without using the free hit.
I'm up to 900k at the moment.
Nice.
Take that. Bench boost next week. I should be up to 200k by next week. FPL Cobbler. I'm not even going to say that. Stephen Hamilton, Mitchell coming in for Tierney on the free hit. Never thought I'd be celebrating that. I bet a lot of people have that, actually. Liverpool 1, Middlesbrough 0. Injury. Jersey Dudek is injured. Very strange. Nobody was anywhere near him. Chris Kirkland coming on.
I'm looking that one up quickly. How much is Kirkland? Because if Dudek's out for a long time and we can get Kirkland for 4.5 million, that'd be nice.
Pep talk. I played the Newcastle players. You know this.
Oh, and he benched Holding for the Newcastle boys.
Oh dear.
Bless.
You should have asked me on the pod, not Luke.
Kirkland's 5.5. They've priced this bloody well. Fair play to them. They've made sure nobody can have any easy players in their squad.
They know how easy it is to get injured and be out for a couple of weeks. David H is asking, Liverpool fans, who will play centre-back for you this coming game week? Assuming Fabinho. Red card for Manchester United, and the red card has gone to Roque Jr. Unclear if it's for the foul or dissent towards referee Steve Lodge. Either way, the ref's from Barnsley, and he ain't standing for that. Get this in off, son. Did I say that right?
Yeah. No idea.
No idea. I don't even know what a Barnsley man sounds like. I can only assume it sounds like Rob on the pod. Like a bit simple, bit slow.
I think he's posh Barnsley, though, isn't he?
Is he?
I think so.
Posh Barnsley?
I think so, yeah.
Is there a posh Barnsley?
Yeah, Rob.
Is that like saying the posh Isle of Liddle?
Oh, yeah, the posh Isle of Liddle's good, though, isn't it?
In it.
In it, mate.
Pep talk. I'm sending Gary Smith round to Luke soon. Adam Sands, Kirkland can sometimes start over Jersey Dudek anyway, so that's probably high already. Chelsea clean sheet wipeout. Armstrong with the goal, Kumas with the assist. So Ipswich have equalised. Chelsea no longer have the lead. Disable said Kirkland sometimes becomes first choice in the second season, so that's why he's priced so high. Autoreclose is asking, will Rude get hooked now? That's a good question, actually. I don't know whether that would be likely to happen.
I'm still here.
Christopher C is asking, what about the posh Isle of Aldi? Is that the same as posh Isle of Lidl, mate?
I've got no idea. I've never been in either of those two supermarkets.
Oh dear.
I make it sound like I voted Boris, don't I?
You do a little bit, yeah. I won't lie. Tory bastard over here, wearing his Mexican shirt. Jason Kumas finds a really clever pass, and Armstrong meets it with a clever finish with the outside of his boot. Was that a piss break they're asking, Luke?
No, I was running out of battery on my laptop.
Oh, fair enough. We'll let you off. Arthur McCain, worst game week of the season. It seemed, I wouldn't say it was the worst one. I'd say it's the quietest. There definitely hasn't been a lot of stuff going on. Yeah. If we have a quick look at our teams again, Captain, is that all right? Not that I think much has changed. Liverpool, obviously, Hippie is still getting a clean sheet for me. Sullivan's still getting a clean sheet for me. And apart from that, I still haven't had many attack and returns. Ruud van Nistelrooy still not doing anything. 2 assists, Petkov and Christie, and Phillips with a goal. That's it at the moment. Leeds have the lead against Everton. They are now 1-0 up. Viduka with the goal, Hart with the assist. So Viduka does have his goal, and Ian Hart does have an assist after coming on.
Was that what I just said? Or did I say it the other way around? I said I thought it was going to be 1-0, and I think I said Viduka and Hart, but I can't remember.
Yeah, they're saying Mystic Irons. I mean, I'm pretty sure I said that Hart was going to do something when he came on, but yeah, let's all do. Well done, Luke. Well done, mate. Predicting that their big, tall, expensive striker was going to score, and their really good left back that's just come on and we were all told about was going to get the assist. Well done, Luke. Fucking hell. The amount these guys rim you. Surprised I can even see the screen. There's so much shit everywhere.
Oh, you're very upset tonight.
I am a bit. I'm a bit tired, I think. There's a goal Leeds fans would like to see more often. Substitute Hart swings in a great cross, and Viduka meets it with a firm side foot finish. FPL Cobbler, that's where Irons popped off to. It is. He checked his phone, didn't he? Makes sense now.
Check my phone. I've just checked. Van Nistelrooy was captain by 66%. So I think it's one of those things where, as you were saying, the average isn't going to be great because 66% of people have got 2, 3, 4 pointer coming.
Yeah, exactly. Unless he gets those bonus points again, but could be tough now. Michael Den, Mode called it first. I did.
Not sure about that.
I did.
Oh no.
Derby have I've gone 2-1 up on Watford. Valakari with the goal, Morris with the assist. Valakari has scored for Derby.
He was playing defensive midfield every single week, getting nowhere near the goals. You're fucked. You're fucked in this game. It makes no sense how you get that unlucky. It's stupid. You're just cursed.
Disabled, didn't he? When I came off the stream, said you shouldn't have got Valakari. He said they've got so many midfielders now. He plays defensive midfield, but there's no point getting him. I was like, oh, I am. I'll listen. I'll take him out.
Oh my god! No, you 100% made the right move there.
Goal. Ipswich have got the lead against Chelsea. They are now 2-1 up. Rusa has got the goal. There is no assist. Mac, who are you selling this game week, Andy? I don't actually know. I don't. Once I know, Mac, I'll let you know. All right, bub. Chris F. Hashtag pray for Mode. What was that, mate?
Kevin Phillips away to Manchester United next week, so I think both of us will probably be selling Kevin Phillips.
Disabled takes him out at home to Watford. You were in that chat. Disabled. What did he say?
He did. He said Valakari was a bad buy. But then he does also make a point that you bought him in, so you might as well keep him for the good game. He does make a valid point.
Eamon for anyway. Millwall have extended their lead on Manchester United. They are now 3-1 up. Evans with the goal, Makanespi with the assist. Evans is put Millwall 3-1 up. Yeah, Eamon Fazali, I don't like seeing Mode this broken. I know, I'm a broken man at the moment. Marco De Giza, no Valakari means Valhalla for Mode. Yeah, Sims did not predict that Millwall would be beating Man United 3-1.
No, I'd be intrigued to see how many times Millwall won a game at all in the Sims that people did.
Yeah, no, I mean they were winning before the red, weren't they?
Yeah, it was 2-1.
Yeah. Adam Brown, wow, Man United are extending their losings big time. Andy Martin, shock of the season, I agree. Oh, bloody hell, they're all coming through now. I have to scroll down a bit. Here we go. Ipswich 2, Chelsea 1. Ipswich have turned it around. Kudachini parries the ball in a melee, but it falls to Rusa with a gaping goal. He can't miss, and he doesn't. Valakari, 3 goal tweets in the same minute. I'll keep them short. Morris tees up Valakari on the edge of the box, and he slams a right foot finish through Atmadzidis. And then Millwall, 10-man United in the mud. Makanespi bags a second assist of the game with a cross, but he manages to sneak over Bartes for the on-rushing Evans at the far post to nudge home.
Gosh.
Ultra close. Mode, can I give you a virtual hug? You can, mate. Yeah. I'm definitely going to be Little Spoon tonight. James Nelson, bit late to the party tonight. I thought Irons was in the Ireland 94 kit. Looked like a young Ray Houghton. Wow, Spurs have got the goal to put them ahead against Bolton, and it is that man, Sean Wright-Phillips, again. And Andy Martin, finally, you'll still not be happy, it's a Ziege assist. Rob Reed says, disable, Evans got a goal for you. Ouch. John Shanley, is Rude playing centre-back?
Could be.
Yeah, I think... What does Phillips have after United? Does he have a good run after that at all?
I think Middlesbrough at home. sounds about right. So not amazing. Not sure.
Auto close. Jesus, I feel sorry for Andy Martin at this rate. He's crying in the chat. 3 goals for Spurs and nothing from Rebrov. Blackburn 1, Arsenal 0. Penalty to Blackburn. Bent sneaks into the area and is brought down by Holloway. No further action against the goalkeeper. Dunn was substituted earlier, so Tugai will step up.
Holloway saving it.
You reckon?
Nah, he's shit. He shouldn't do. Be funny if he did, though.
Is he your goalkeeper? No, you got Sullivan, haven't you?
Yeah.
Andy Martin, I've only got 1 return tonight, and that's my Chadwick goal.
It all went downhill when Chadwick came off.
Yeah, it did. Big time.
Big man.
Yeah, FPL depression. Penalty save from Holloway, please. Could happen. Could happen. FPL Beery. Derby Day fun. Captain Kevin Phillips. Loving it tonight. Just trying to think. Obviously... Oh, and he has converted the penalty. Tugai with the penalty. Marcus Bent with the assist. So Blackburn have extended their winning. They are now 2-0 up on Arsenal. I was just thinking, obviously I took out Valakari and One Shop and brought in Christie and Petkov, but it was for a -4. But Christie and Petkov both have an assist. It might get some bonus. So it's not that many points I've lost.
Who was your first sub? Because obviously you would have played them over One Shop, wouldn't you?
Berg, who isn't playing, so it would have been Kine, who does have an assist.
Yeah.
But I would have done one. I wouldn't have left One Shop in there.
No, and it may well end up working out long term. You'll have looked more than 1 game week ahead. So
I hate the fact that I'm now doing that badly that you have started going, oh no, it could be okay. You've now stopped sledging me. Never in doubt. Call as you like from the Turkish delight, slotting to the left of Holloway as he dived the other way. Is there a goal? Oh shit, I missed that. Goal. Andy Martin, finally. Ledley King with the goal. Ziga with the assist. Sorry, Andy Martin. 4 goals. Nothing from Rebrov. Even Ledley King. James, shout out for you there. Ledley King with the goal. Ziga with his hat-trick of assists.
Fucking ridiculous.
Andy Martin, what must you be thinking, mate?
See, and this is, to be fair, again, that's the sort of shit that frustrates me with this game is Rebrov is a really good captaincy pick this week, and it's been proven to be a really good captaincy pick because they've scored 4 goals, and it just hasn't worked.
Absolutely mad. An assist trick from Ziga. His free kick is perfect for the onrushing King, who towers above the defence and bullets the header home. Andy Martin, that's just cruel. Auto reclose. Need this 2 nights a week to correct the disappointment of a bad game week. Yeah, I'm not coming on 2 nights a week. Not unless football's cancelled. Oh, Andy Martin sold Ziga. What, this week?
Oh, I hope it's not this week.
Joe Finley Badder, I captain Salakovic. Who's your vice captain? Probably Rude, I would assume. Ziga is just 2% owned, says FPL captain.
Yeah, I think my vice was Rude, but I think I was well aware Phillips would play.
Goal. Liverpool have extended their lead on Middlesbrough. They are now 2-0 up. Litmanen with the goal. Smeetser with the assist. Is that a brace for Litmanen? No, it's a goal and an assist he's got, isn't it?
Yeah, I think the other goal was the other way round. I think it was Smeetser goal, Litmanen.
No, it was Murphy, wasn't it?
Oh, was it?
Yeah, pretty sure it was Danny Murphy.
Yeah, it was.
Joe Finley Badder. Henri was his vice captain. Ronarid 9. It's not like Petkov has scored more than Rebrov this week. Oh. Yeah, John Shanley, re-sim. Yeah, I agree. 6 minutes left, Luke. What do you reckon? There's going to be a few wipeouts here, maybe?
Yeah, I was just looking at that. I think for me, the best clean sheet wipeout would definitely be Liverpool.
We have Manchester City have also gone 2-0 up. Howarth with the goal, Haaland with the assist. So Howarth now has a goal and an assist to his name tonight.
Nice.
Rory says there are 10 times home wins this week. Is this the first time ever?
Oh, yeah.
Could be. Might not finish like that, though.
Yeah, nice.
Connection. The evening started so well. Gardner goal, and then second half began. FPL depression. Ewell and Hughes in that game are a massive disappointment.
Yeah, I was surprised by just looking at people's sims how badly Charlton did against Manchester City, but I don't think Manchester City are as bad as we think they are.
Yeah. FPL captain, 10 goals in the second half so far, 0 away goals. Surely that ends it here. Smeetson knocks the ball down and it's a crisp strike from Litmanen that nestles into the bottom corner. Oh, I'd love a rude goal right at the end. He likes doing that, doesn't he?
Yeah, no, that would kill the good week that I've had, but I think I still expect it to happen just because he does it every week.
Yeah. I'm trying to think how many points I'm going to have. Around 40, I reckon.
Yeah.
Chris F, there's quite a big advantage playing at home in this game, isn't there? Yes.
Just a little.
Just a bit. Just a bit. Adam Sands, City equality at home. Yeah, you look at that. Look at those scores there. All those home goals. Oh. Goal. Mark Viduka has scored for Leeds to extend their lead and make it 2-0. Alan Smith with the assist. Mark Viduka has his second goal of the evening. I do need to start declaring who I am selling every week, I think.
Viduka might be finding his form again.
Who they
he
got
didn't
next?
do very well at the start last year, did he?
Who have they got next week?
Oh, I'm not sure. Can't remember.
AD Tour, Captain Viduka, Ryan Nurse, Viduka captain, get in. That wraps it up, and it's a double from the Aussie. Smith whips in across with pace, and Viduka, reminiscent of a lot of goals last season, plants the header firmly into the top corner. Pirlo's pen, up lads, how's it? How's it going, Pirlo's pen? Clean sheet wipeout, says Viduka to Rebrov 2 weeks ago, is not paid off. Dick Wellington says, avoid Viduka, crap fixtures on the horizon. Is that true, mate?
I shall have a look. So Leeds have Charlton away, Newcastle at home, Arsenal away, Villa at home. It's not terrible other than Arsenal.
Yeah, Phillips to Viduka could be a shout then.
Yeah.
Oh, Liverpool clean sheet wipeout at Anfield. Unfortunately, Whelan, that 4.5 million striker we all had at the beginning of the year, has scored and Rickard has the assist. So Liverpool 2, Middlesbrough 1. Clean sheet wipeout for Liverpool. That's probably a lot of people's last clean sheet there. Hippier for me. You have Hippier as well?
I don't know. I don't have a Liverpool defender anymore, so that's why they were the ones I needed to lose their clean sheet wipeout.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Lots of people saying those Leeds fixtures are good. I thought they had a good run coming up. I was slightly confused by that comment because Viduka was one that I was looking at with the Philip.
I think Dick Wellington might have been putting you off there.
He's trying to get everybody to not get Viduka.
I think so. I could be dropping into the 500s here. Don't we love a clean sheet wipeout? Rickard manages to wriggle to the byline and cut it back for Whelan, who slots home. A nervy end for Liverpool. And we are now in the 90th minute. Yeah, Sam Osman. What a train wreck of a week. I agree. Oh, FPL Obi-Wan. Double clean sheet wipeout. And I've got Whelan on my bench.
Oh, wow. That's not nice.
That's tough.
Yeah, that's horrible.
What do you reckon? Late goal?
I'd assume so. There's always a late goal, isn't there?
And if there isn't, Rob Pick just writes it in. There is a late goal, and it is a clean sheet wipeout for Leicester. They have conceded late to Aston Villa. Dion Dublin with the goal, Mellberg with the assist. So late clean sheet wipeout there for Leicester.
I think people will like that assist for Mellberg. I think a lot of people will get Mellberg in before they have their nice home fixtures. So
yeah,
a nice little assist away from home will go down a treat.
FPL JJ, Mellberg assist. Bloody love that.
Yeah.
FPL depression. For fuck's sake, Mellberg assist on the bench now too. Horrific. What's that?
I've just seen Adam Sand said stairs going up to the bedroom. Have you seen that? Dublin? So good.
Stephen Hamilton, and here's the stairs leading up to the bedrooms. Just as Dion Dublin was starting to think about swapping shirts, in awe of his opponents, he bags a goal. Mellberg's deep free kick is met by the big striker, who angles the header back across goal and in. But that is full time. Oh, wow. Dear.
Oh, no.
Oh, dear.
So what clean sheets did we end up with?
Sullivan.
We got Blackburn, Leeds, Manchester City and Sunderland. So in fact, I've got 2 out of 4. I'm very, very happy with that.
Yeah, I've only got 1 out of 4 after that late hippier one.
Yeah, there might be a few out there with 3 or 4. With a few have got some Leeds and Manchester City defenders.
FPL Jord, when do I wake up and realise this was a bad dream? Right, Luke, talk us through those full-time scores.
Okay, Blackburn 2, Arsenal 0, Derby 2, Watford 1, Ipswich 2, Chelsea 1, Leeds 2, Everton 0, Leicester 2, Aston Villa 1, Liverpool 2, Middlesbrough 1, Manchester City 2, Charlton 0, Millwall 3, Manchester United 1, Sunderland 2, Newcastle 0, Tottenham 4, Bolton 2.
I'll tell you what, a few people are saying about that double Sunderland clean sheet. That Sullivan and Tome, they seem to be a good pair to have, don't they?
Yeah. I think that's if you want a 4.5 million defender, Tome's definitely the guy.
Yeah, completely. Even if you have Sullivan, I think for those home games, having both of them, and they do love their bonus points for Tome as well, don't they?
Yeah, exactly. I think they're really good, and Sullivan last week got a clean sheet, but also ended up, I think, with 10 points overall.
Blackburn 2, Arsenal 0.
So we have 2 save points for Holloway, 3 bonus for Duff, 2 for Weatherall, Adams and Janssen. Yellow cards for Weatherall and Ashley Cole. So it was a 0-pointer for Ashley Cole.
Could you bring up our teams, Captain, just while we're going through the bonuses, please, mate? Thank you. It was bloody quick there. Clean sheet wipeout says very happy with a double Sunderland clean sheet. Yeah, Damien Duff. Adam Brown says that's Damien Duff of 4 games in a row that he's been man of the match.
Oh, really?
Interesting. Got an assist, didn't
he? Yeah.
Derby 2, Watford 1.
So we have 2 save points for Poom, 2 for Atmatzidis, 3 bonus for Tommy Smith, 2 bonus for Poom, Nicholson, Johnson, Lescott, Sigurdsson, Ravanelli, Atmatzidis, Pitcher and Petkov. Yellow cards for Seth Johnson, Jolien Lescott and Jody Morris. So Valakari did only get 7. You know, that's not too bad. He could have got the bonus as well. So
yeah, very true. You're taking pity on me, aren't you, mate?
I'm not. I'm just telling you the facts.
Facts. Turn into Benitez. Facts.
Yeah. I give you the facts.
Yeah. I'm not like these are facts. Cole Norbury, Duff is the double game week gift that keeps on giving. And he keeps doing it in single game weeks as well. Ipswich 2, Chelsea 1.
So 2 save points for Sereni, 2 for Kudicini, 3 bonus again for Hariderson coming back into some form. 2 for Sereni, McGreal, Reiser, Kumas, Armstrong, Babiaro, Desai, Terry, Zola and Zenden.
Lovely stuff. Hariderson, he's getting these bonus points again, isn't he?
Yeah. There were no yellow cards. There were substitutions before 60 minutes for Karic and Pablo. But I don't think anybody owns either of those two.
Pep talk. Christie was rubbish for me. He got an assist, didn't he? But yeah, we were hoping he was going to do a little bit more than that. FPL Jord, I was 50-50 between 2 moves this week. Viduka and Duff in, or Christie and Veron in. Guess which one I went with. Leeds 2, Everton 0.
So 1 save point for Gerrard, 3 bonus for Viduka, cementing his 13-pointer. 2 bonus for Kelly, Bakker, Smith and Hart. So yeah, anybody that went for Viduka has definitely been the winner of this game week. 26 points.
God, just keep selling players at the wrong time, don't
I? How long ago did you get rid of Viduka?
Last week.
Okay.
For Kevin Phillips.
Yes. No, I remember. Yeah.
I'm glad everybody else is enjoying themselves though. I'm really glad. Yeah, it's just such a good game. I'm really fun. Yeah.
To be fair, everybody else is it seems like a lot of people have had a bad game week.
It does, yeah. Leicester 2, Aston Villa 1.
So, save point for Schmeichel, 3 bonus for Delaney, 2 bonus for Taggart, Izzet, Scowcroft, Melberg and Dublin. So, Melberg has actually ended up with a 6-pointer there.
Yeah, not bad.
So, yeah, very nice.
Yeah, and a 2-1 loss.
Yeah.
Any bookings?
Bookings, let's have a look. Alpi was the only booking. Hitzelsberger, Hadji and Sturridge came off before 60 minutes.
Interesting. Poster points so bitter. Yeah, I know. Andy Martin, 10 blanks and Chadwick here. I still can't believe Andy Martin didn't get a captain return. 4 goals for Spurs.
Yeah, no, it's yeah. That's one of the ones where you just think, fuck it, I'm going to captain Rude every week.
Yeah, exactly. Liverpool 2, Middlesbrough 1.
Okay, no save points. 3 bonus for Danny Murphy. 2 bonus for Hencho. 1 bonus for Risa, Hippier, Litmanen, Southgate and Rickard. Yellow cards for John Arne Risa, Robbie Fowler and Ian Pearce.
God, Robbie Fowler. I still can't believe he's even playing there at the moment. Like, is he doing anything?
Don't think so.
No. He hasn't done anything this year, has he?
No, he'd have gone in real life at this point, wouldn't he? He'd have been at
Leeds. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stephen Hamilton. Stairs leading up to the bonus. What do you reckon then? Rude two bonus points. Man City 2, Charlton 0.
So we have save point for Nash, save point for Schwarzer, 3 bonus for Hayworth, 2 for Howie, Huckabee and Clegg. Yellow points for Tiato and Clegg.
Tiato got booked?
Yep.
Cool. Surprising. Connection mode. Could you sell Stephen Hughes this week? No.
Yeah, you can't. You cannot sell Hughes now. I think he's got Millwall at home next week.
Yeah. Well, no, because if I don't sell him, he won't do very well.
It's true. Well, I haven't got him, so keep him, please.
Yeah. What I need to do is tell Captain I've sold him.
Yeah.
And then I'll do well, because then you'll copy me as well.
It's true.
Millwall 3, Man United 1.
So we have save point for Tyler, save point for Bartes, 3 bonus for Kane, 2 for Macanesby, 1 for Tyler, Bircham, Dolan, Sabarese, Harris, Sylvester and Varong. 2 pointer for Ruud van Nistelrooy.
Yeah, and Kine, lovely 9 pointer for him, is my highest point scorer and he's on my bench.
How is Kine at home to Manchester United been your highest point scorer?
Takes skill. That does.
Skill.
Oh dear. You just have to laugh at this point. Yeah, Patrick Lawson saying City are out of the relegation zone now. People are saying yellow points. Do you say yellow points or the bonus points?
Potentially.
Sunderland 2, Newcastle 0.
Save point for Given, 3 bonus points for Kevin Phillips, 2 bonus points for Lawson, Tome, Issa and Sibon. Those
Tome points would be very welcomed, I would have thought.
Yellow cards for Hughes, Shearer and Kieran Dyer.
So Phillips for you, what's that, an 8 pointer?
9. 18 point captain.
Not bad, mate.
No, I'll take that. And
take that. That'll put you above the average, I would have thought.
That's exactly it. I think I don't know why I decided to take that gamble this week. As I say, it's not normally the sort of thing I do, but yeah, that's quite big in a week where Ruud doesn't even get any bonus.
I thought about it. I was going to, like I said, the only one I was going to do was Christie, so I wasn't that keen on Phillips, but there you go. Tottenham 4, Bolton 2.
2 save points for Jaskalainen, 3 bonus for Sean Wright Phillips, 2 bonus for Ziga, King and Everson. Yellow cards for Richards, Poirier and Franson. Sergei Rebrov did get an 8 out of 10 despite doing nothing. So he obviously played well, was getting in the right areas.
God, can't wait for that stream on Sunday.
Every single Spurs player scored an 8 or above, apart from Gus Poyet,
who got 7.
Got 7, yeah. Even Tota in goal got an 8.
Tota.
He got an 8 despite not getting a save point and conceding 2 goals. So at best, he saved 2, conceded 2.
So it must have just all been about his positioning.
Yeah.
Thank you once again to the legends over on YouTube, FPL Irons, FPL Mode and FPL Captain. We'll be back with you next Thursday for another action-packed game week, no doubt. So yeah, cheers everybody for joining us again this week. I will let you know probably next Tuesday who I'm selling, so you know who to bring in this week. And Luke, cheers again for joining us, mate.
No worries at all. Yeah, no, sir. It's been good fun.
Yeah,
for you.
I know. Yeah, nice bit of Schadenfreude going on tonight, isn't there? FPL Captain saying thanks, everyone. Cheers for being patient with us at the beginning of the night as well. We should be up and running absolutely fine next week. So to all of you out there, we hope that your week is lovely and you have a great weekend of FPL coming up as well. Make sure, I think we're going to be podding some point, maybe a quick one before the double game week, and we'll